Yo, yo, yo! Welcome in. Welcome back to 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. The holidays are here, guys. Hold on, I'm going to do audio testing. 1 second. It's working! So we're here because it's Bowman month, and we're doing our free Patreon break. So 2 of these packs out of the Super Jumbo box are going free to Patreons tonight because we did hit our 60 Patreon goal. Started Patreon, I believe, like late October 2019. Maybe it was November. Our inaugural member was Isaac Flores. Isaac is still a Patreon. What would that be? 13, 14 months later. So Isaac is in the break tonight. Basically, the 60 Patreons that are in the group right now that are active are all getting a free spot in 2 different breaks. So I did the breaks the following way. Hey, Shalani. I did the breaks the following way. I went from earliest to newest Patreons. So if you were one of the first 30 Patreons, you are in the first break. If you are Patreon 31 through 60, you are in the second break. But then we're also going to do the other 3 breaks. So we will break this entire box of Bowman Super Jumbo Bowman Draft. Bowman Draft is awesome, in my opinion. I think it's the best set of the year. I love the names that are in it. I think it's a deep set. A lot of good cards in every pack. I have not seen too many boxes that are duds. There was a little bit of like, hey, is there too many autos? I don't believe that there are. So we'll break into this one and see what we can get tonight. Should be a good night. Let's see. Then we also will be giving away a Homage large. So if you are not familiar with the t-shirt company Homage, they do all sorts of what they would call vintage tees. They're not really vintage, but they are that nice, soft, I don't know what they call the cotton, but really nice wearable t-shirts. And they're really high quality. They are actually a Ohio local company. They did start back. They've gotten big really fast. They do a lot of sports oriented stuff and kind of some what's the way to put it? How would I say this? They are it's kind of like pop culture, I guess. Vintage pop culture shirts. So stuff that you might have seen back in the 60s and the 70s. But they do a lot of sports stuff. You can actually get baseball cards. They got like a Bo Jackson rookie card shirt you can get, but this one says Topps. It is the 1981 Topps logo. So we'll be giving that away to a Patreon at the end of the night. We've got James Palmer in here. Oh, that's Ram. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining in. And the one, the only Mr. Texas Breaks is in the house. Funny part is, so here's how I obtained such a shirt. I bought it. So, but I actually, what's interesting, well, I don't know if it's interesting. I bought, sometimes the mediums fit me better and sometimes the larges fit me better in Homage shirts. So I normally buy a medium and a large and send one back. The medium fits me better. So I've been wearing the medium for 3-4 months, but I never sent the large back. So I figured, hey, I've got this thing sitting. I guess I could sit it back or send it back, or I could send it to a Patreon. So that's what I'll do. It is a large. If you don't wear large, I apologize. You can give it to someone for a birthday present. It's not going to show up in time for Christmas, but it will be a fun gift if you wear a large. Or if you wear something smaller, you could wear it to bed. It's a fantastically comfortable shirt. I think you'll like it. Mr. Joe O is in the house. Mr. Shy City Poles is in the house as well. C. Mike Smith, Mark Rosales. Everyone is showing up. So, like I said, we're going to be doing a super jumbo box again. We'll do it just like we did last week. So we'll randomize all of the packs, but it's going to be a little bit different because 2 of the packs are for the free Patreon break. So I decided to do the Bowman draft because it was, 1, it's a nice set, and then 2, it was either going to be that or it was going to be like Stadium Club, or something along those lines. And I figured, I think everyone's going to want Bowman draft. We're going to get a guaranteed auto out of each pack, plus the refractor. So hopefully everyone goes home with something nice. The one thing I will also say is your free Patreon break will go out with either your break shipment tonight or the next break shipment or Patreon perk pack that you that you get. That way I don't get absolutely murdered on shipping, because shipping 60 different packages would cost me more than the packs themselves, maybe. Just with how crazy shipping is. So so if you don't get it right away, if you buy the next break you buy into or the next Patreon perk pack, if you're bought into tonight, it's obviously going to ship with tonight's stuff. So we do have the 3 other packs that we will break tonight. So it should be a fun night. So the first thing we're going to do tonight is random off we're going to random off the packs first. So we've got, as it sets up in here, you've got pack 1, pack 2, pack 3, pack 4, and pack 5. So we're going to randomize the order of that. So if you bought into break 1, that does not necessarily mean you're going to get the first pack. And we'll do that kind of right away. Let's see who else has gotten in here tonight. Mr. Mike A is in the house. We've got Jeff Pullins. Jeff, so sorry that I missed your comment on Patreon. I feel terrible about it. So I hope that the $5 break credit on the next break suffices. And we do have you in the break tonight because you are a Patreon. Andrew P, how do you get in? Tonight's break is sold out. For Patreons, you can go to my Patreon page. I don't think there's a link in the video description below. Actually, there might be. There's probably a link in the video description for this video for how to join my Patreon. There are 60 members in it currently. One of my goals was, hey, if I can get to 60, I will do 2 free breaks. So that is what we are doing tonight. So those are all accounted for. However, I got to set a new goal over in Patreon. So we'll figure something out for like maybe getting 100 Patreons, which would be insane. But once we get to that, I'll probably have a new goal set up. So that should be fun. But these breaks are sold out. The best way to get into one of my breaks is to be a Patreon member. They hear about the breaks first. It is a loyal group and a great group to be in. Really active on the Discord page. You can get in for as little as $2 a month. That is the best way to get into a break. More often than not, they sell out in there. But if they don't, I do announce them on YouTube as well. So, but that is basically, that's maybe like 1 out of 5 breaks. So that's the best way to get in. I try and keep breaks as competitive as possible with pricing. And I am not someone that does this for a living. So I do it more for fun. So my breaks tend to be pretty competitively priced, I think. If people don't think they are, they don't need to buy in. So there's that. So why don't we get to randomizing the packs first? I'm going to pull the shirt off. We are going to give this away as kind of a Christmas present to one of the Patreons. Really cool shirt, guys. It is a Topps. It is homage. I promise you when you get this shirt. Oh, and I didn't even mention, it does come with a free face mask. That is the homage logo right there. Cool little face mask, I guess. So if you need a new one of those because our pandemic keeps wearing on, hopefully sometime soon we can all get vaccinated. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not old. I don't have pre-existing conditions. I don't work on the front line. So it's going to be a while for me, I think. So let's see. We got Teresa in the house. Zach O, what's going on? We've got, let's see who else is in here. Mr. Barry, Cards for Days. And Mr. Clark Z is in the house. So before we begin, I do want to wish you all a happy holidays. We got the big grand poobah of the holiday season, Christmas coming up on Friday. I hope you guys are getting all those gifts wrapped. I hope you guys are got the trees decorated, the lights up, and as they say in the Tom Petty song, it's Christmas all over again. I hope Mama's got her shopping done. So we got Brian Brandt in the house as well. So let's do this. Let's randomize the packs first of all. We got, I think most everyone is already here. So we're going to roll the dice. And this will be for the pack randomization. So I'm going to pull this off to the side and then we'll roll it like that. And we get a big 3. So let's randomize packs here real quick. And away we go tonight. Let's pull this up. There's that neat shirt. All right, so we're going to say pack 1, 2, 3, 4, and pack 5. I maybe should have typed that before we started, but we're going to randomize this 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so break number 1. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to do the first 3 breaks first, then we'll do the 2 free breaks last. So break number 1 is going to be, and I'm going to write all this down. Break number 1 is going to be pack 2. Break number 2 will be pack 4. Break number 3 will be pack 3. Break number 4 will be pack 5. And break number 5 will be pack 1. So let's get that all set up here real quick. And I will see what's going on. Let's see. Goody. I don't know why it blocked your comment. But there's Goody's email address. You can go ahead and read Goody's stuff. So let's get the randomization, or let's get the packs pulled out first. And then we will randomize. We're going to get right into it because this is going to take a little bit of time tonight. Like I said, you will get different teams. It's just like last week. So it's different teams in every break. So if you get, I don't know, the Phillies in break 1, but if you're in all 3 breaks or 4 of the 5 breaks, you got a chance of getting a different team in break 2, a chance of getting a different team in break 3. So like I said, these set up as follows. We're going to go pack 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we know pack 1 is break number 5. So that one's going to go on the bottom over here. Let's see. Break number 1 was pack 2. So this is pack 2. So this is number 1. So here, why don't we do it this way? We're going to go 5. That's 1. And let's see, pack number 3 was break 3. So that's pack number 3. That's going to go right there. Pack number 4 was break 2. This is pack number 4. And that means that pack number 5 is break number 4. So we're going to set it up just like that. Get the box out of the way. So we'll set this up this way. There's 4, there's 3, there's 2, and 1 is the one we're going to do first. So there we go. Let's pull those off. I think you guys can see all those over there. And by the way, we have a new Rally Monkey holding the Rally Monkey card. That's the Rally Monkey I found cleaning out the basement a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, so here's who's in break number 1. Michael A, Texas Breaks, Jared P, Super, James H, Teresa, It Just Is Sports, Zach O, Mark R, Joey Otto, Cards for Days, James P, Zach's Card Breaks, Shalani, Brian Brandt, Joe M, and C, Mike Smith. So those are going to be our break participants in break number 1. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to randomize the teams first, and that fell off, but that is a 4. So we'll randomize the teams 4 times, and oh wait, that's not what I want. I want that. I'm going to pull this off to the side. There we go. Start a new list. Cursor go. So I was a little nervous when I shut my computer off earlier today. I always try and make sure my computer is nice and fresh for streams. And when I turned it back on about a half hour before we started, it gave me like a profile, like a temporary profile, and said, your profile has been logged out and you've got all these problems. I was terrified because I had never seen that on my computer before. I rebooted, the same thing happened. Apparently, all I had to do was log out and log back in, but I literally could not access any of my files. It was terrifying. So let's do this. We got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, Red Sox on the top, Brewers on the bottom. Here. Yeah, we'll come back here. Roll the dice again. Boom. Oh, and we get a big 6. So I'm not following along with chat at the moment. So if I miss something, I apologize. But I've got to do randomizations. All right, so here we go. Here we go. New list. Everyone in the break. I'll pull chat back up here in a second and get caught up after we randomize this 6 times. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got Jared P on the top. It just is sports on the bottom. Pop this right over here. And there we go. Hide this. Hide. Alphabetize everything. Get chat pulled back up here. We're going to open it up for trades. Austin, how you doing? Sent you a DM on Discord. Yes, I did see that. I was right in the middle of playing with the kids, so I'm sorry I did not respond back. Let me read that again later tonight because I kind of just skimmed it over real quick. But I will get back to you. I did look at some of the Adeles. I think, what was the purple one? The purple one was awesome. And then for the fish, we'll figure out something. We'll figure out something. Don't worry. We can still go trout fishing. Sometimes you got to be patient with trout fishing. Let's see here. Here's how we ended up. Zach O gets both the Angels and the Astros. Joey Otto with the A's. Teresa with the Blue Jays. C. Mike Smith with the Braves. It just is sports going to the Brewers. Cardinals going to Michael A. Cubs going to Joe M. Diamondbacks going to Super. Dodgers going to Michael A. Giants going to Mark R. Indians going to Joey Otto. Mariners going to James H. Marlins going to Shalani. Mets going to Cards for Days. Texas Breaks pulls down the Nationals and the Orioles. Padres going to Michael A. Phillies going to James H. Pirates going to Teresa. Rangers going to Cards for Days. Rays going to Brian Brandt. Red Sox going to Jared P. Reds going to Zach O. Rockies going to Super. Royals going to It Just Is Sports. Tigers going to James P. Congratulations on that one, James. Tigers going to Twins going to Super. White Sox going to James H. And the Yankees once again going to Zach's Card Breaks. I tell you, he gets them every time. That is his favorite team. That is amazing. So we get Zach's Card Breaks his Yankees again. So James immediately says, Tigers not available. Now, if we pull a Spencer, I'm not going to lie. I have opened quite a bit of Bowman draft for myself. I had to start a new 5,000 count card box. And I have it more than halfway full. I have not pulled a Spencer Torkelson auto yet, but I have pulled a few of the refractors. I am due for a numbered Spencer Torkelson. I'm hoping we pull one tonight. So let's see. We've got the Red Sox for trade. Zach, did you ever switch out one of my spots? I believe I did. Was that in... What break was that? Don't want to pull this off screen. One was going to Jeff V, right? I think it's in break 2. Or maybe it is in break 3. Stemmers, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. I believe it's in break 2 or 3. But I want people to see their teams. We'll check in just a minute. I'm 99% sure I did. But now that you mention it, now of course, I'm going to second guess myself. Because I do see 3 Zachos. It was for Jeff V. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check. Well, there's 3 of them there. Well, I have not switched it out. So here, let's just do this. I swear I had one for. Here, we're gonna go like this for Jeff V. So Jeff, you're in break 2. Here we go. All right, guys, that's break 2. That's break 3. You don't want to see that one either. This is the one we're paying attention to right now. That is break number 1. Mets and Rangers are available for trade. Anyone want? Cubs? And let's see, Joe M. Joe, if you're in here, are the Cubs available? Cards for days. Big Cubs fan. And Austin, I did see that Howie Kendrick retired. Howie Kendrick was interesting. Well, interesting thing about Howie Kendrick. If you remember Garrett Anderson was like the veteran player when Howie Kendrick came up. And Howie Kendrick played the game a lot like Garrett Anderson because he was kind of like the understudy. Both very good hitters, both very stoic, very businesslike in their approach to the game. So I love players like that. They're kind of the opposite of what like Bryce Harper is. It's like if they hit a home run, they're still not smiling. They're just like, we will go to the next inning and we will be amazing. Whereas like Bryce Harper hits a home run and, you know, we got to do a bat flip. We got to do a couple cartwheels, couple fist bumps, you know, all that stuff. Howie Kendrick never really was like that. On the Nationals, his personality came out a little bit, but was a really good player, played for the Angels for years, man. So glad that he had a great career. Glad that he did get one with the Nats. So another great player retires from the game of baseball. Not a big card to collect, but definitely when you go look at his numbers, a very good career for Howie Kendrick. So glad to see him ride off into the sunset for sure. Let's see. I would do Mets for Red Sox. Cubs for Rangers. Okay, so Mets for Red Sox. Barry, you got Cubs for Rangers and Red Sox for Mets. Mets for Red Sox is confirmed. Okay. For Red Sox. Barry, in true Barry fashion, trading away. If there's ever been anyone that has zero hesitance to trade, it is definitely Barry. Here we go. We got that trade in. Let's see. Are we doing the Cubs trade? Let's see. We got Rays for Mets. Now the Mets are owned by Jared. So Jared, we got a Rays for Mets on the board. If you want to make that trade. And then we've got, there was the, what was the other one we had on here? Yes, the one team, and I pulled the Yankees. Zach's card breaks, Sheriff in the house. What's going on? Okay, so Cubs for Rangers. Cubs for Rangers is confirmed. Okay, so Joe M trading out of that Cubs spot, going into that Rangers spot. So Barry trades for his Cubbies. And Joe takes the Rangers. I would trade more teams if I had them. Yes, I do know Austin. The reason why Austin Austin would trade because of Burrell, which is a great name, a name that you do not see in the 21st century a lot. Burrell is one hell of a throwback name. That name was on like the top 100 list in 1876, I bet. So, Red Sox for Rays is on the table. So we got a lot of trading. I am going to say, because we do want to keep this moving, I've not seen James H yet. We are going to say trades going once. And Zach's card breaks. You have no idea how happy I was when I got the email notification that package updated today. I was getting really worried because that package, I mailed Zach a package with a lot of good cards in it. In fact, a whole box of cards on top of it. on the 2nd, and it had not updated in the system since the 6th. I was worried it was lost. The package was worth about 500, 600 bucks, something like that. And I've been waiting for it to update. I had to put tickets in. It finally updated today. I live in Columbus. It is still in Columbus. It has not moved. Second most interesting name in the NCAA Top 100 Weird Names. Itchy Burts of Texas A&M Corpus. Itchy Burts? Yeah, so that was the Jason Dominguez PSA 10 number to 31. That was the trade for the Mike Trout card. So that package, so I've had the Mike Trout for like 2 weeks, and poor Zach's been sitting there waiting. Zach, I want to thank you personally for your patience, because a lot of people would not have been as patient as you have been, and a lot of people would have been freaking out. So thank you for keeping your cool. I knew it would get there, and I knew it was because of the shipping, but when it didn't update for like 2 weeks, and I'm emailing them and they're like, oh, yeah, sure, it's around. And that's the answer you're getting. You're like, geez, man. All right, so let's see if anyone, so yes, James Palmer does have the buy and sell on the Discord, the Asa Lacy. Isn't that the 1 to 150? Dearman, what is going on? How are you? Okay, I'm going to say trade's going twice because we do got to get this rolling, or else we will be here till 2 in the morning. See if we can get Joey Otto another auto. It's been 2 breaks since he's had an auto, so he's massively overdue. But to be fair, a lot of the breaks we've been in have not been like the 3 or 4 autos a box. If we get one of those, Joey Otto gets one. It's just, it goes without saying. I'll gladly bitch about UPS. Yeah. The next time I do a package with that much, I'm going to pay the extra for FedEx. That is without a doubt. I learned my lesson on this one. Okay, so we're going to close out trades. Trades are closed. Let's get back to the break. Okay, so we know from last week that the auto is going to be in this one. So we are going to get to it. First, before we break, I say it every time. I saw it tonight. Lots of people streaming. Lots of different options on YouTube, on Instagram, I'm sure on Facebook, for people that you can break with. So I appreciate the Patreons for sticking with me, and appreciate all of the other people watching for watching and hanging out. Should be a fun night tonight. Hopefully we can pull some great cards. And tonight, more than most other nights, I really want to send a special thank you to all of the Patreons. The Patreon group has grown over the past year. We are at 60. You guys are literally the reason why I am still breaking. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably would have stopped doing this a while ago. But you guys are a fun group to hang out with. So thank you. Simply put, thank you. Let's break some cards for you guys tonight. We'll give you a few free cards as well, and hopefully we can pull some fire out of this box of Super Jumbo Bowman draft. So without further ado, let's get to it. I've got plenty of top loaders. I've got plenty of penny sleeves going tonight, and we will get started with break number 1 right now. So we're going to go like this. There we go. Looks like we got a green coming off right off the bat, but we'll do our papers first. We've got Nick Lodolo, O'Neill Cruz, Nick Lofton. That's a Bowman first. Lofton was a round 1, 32nd overall. That is going to the Royals. Royals is Mr. Greg. It just is sports. Then we've got Milan Tolentino, Nick Swiney, Mark Vientos, Alika Williams. He was a first-round pick, 37th overall for the Rays. Rays is going to Mr. Brian Bryant. a newer Patreon. We've got Dane Acker for the A's, round 4 pick. Carmen Mladinsky. Daniel Cabrera for the Tigers. Hayden Cantrell. Alex Santos. Shea Langoliers. Nick Garcia was a 3rd-round pick. Zach Daniels. Brennan Davis. Bryce Bonin. Hunter Green. Daniel Espino. Cole Henry for the Nats, a round 2 pick, 55th overall. Jay Groom. Casey Schmidt for the Giants. Mr. George Kirby. Freddie Zamora. Why do I always think Freddie Zamora was a 1st-round pick? I think he's got a 1st-round pick name. His name screams 1st-round pick. I want to do one thing here. Hold on. I don't have chat pulled up. And we have Mr. David Thompson. See, I'm glad I pulled chat up. Mr. David Thompson, thank you very much for joining the YouTube as being a member, as a top prospect. Appreciate that much. Welcome to the group. Love to have you. Thank you very much. Let's see. We've got Shane Drohan. By the way, another thing to mention, Mr. Austin Farmer, as you guys probably already know, Mr. Austin Farmer knows more about all these players than the rest of us. Owen Cassie. So if there's questions about who these people are, Austin may be able to answer some. So you can put your questions, and if I can't answer them, Austin can. Jack Blomgren. Evan Carter. Lots of firsts here. Not a lot of 1st-rounders, though. Zach Britton. Zach Britton was 5th round. CJ Van Eek. Dylan Dingler. I believe he was a 2nd-round pick, 38th overall. Luke Little. Xavier Edwards. And there's Mr. Asa Lacey. Or Asa, sorry. Sometimes I say Asa. I feel like it should be Asa. But it is Asa Lacey. So that's going to be our first top-loaded card of the night. Working with some new BCW top-loaders. I went through a whole box of cardboard gold. So now we're back with BCW. So it's actually funny because they load a little bit differently. Aaron Shortridge. Tristan Lutz, Carter Baumler, Ben Hernandez, Thomas Sagassi, 5th-round pick, and our green is going to the Rockies, and it is a Sam Weatherly, our Rockies owner tonight, Mr. Super, who I have his name spelled wrong in here, I just realized. It's with 2 R's. But Super, Mr. John, pulls down a green paper, numbered to 99. It is 33 out of 99. A Sam Weatherly green. Sam Weatherly was a 3rd-round pick, 81st overall for the Rockies. Push this back a little bit there. So a nice little parallel paper for Super. And for our chromes, refractors, we're going to have a Jarren Duran going out to the Red Sox. Nice one there for Barry. Duran, I actually read this today. I did not know that Jarren Duran was actually is actually 24. I thought he was younger than that. But we should see him in 2021 because of his age. Our next one, a very nice one, a Garrett Mitchell, Bowman 1st refractor. This is going to the Brewers. This is going to It Just Is Sports. He was 20th overall 1st-round pick for the Brew Crew. I wouldn't want the last name Dingler. No, neither would I. But I think we mentioned Dingler last week, and I may have offended some of the people in the South. If I did, I apologize. That wasn't my intention, obviously. Let's see. I've got Jimmy, next one is going to be a chrome refractor, Jimmy Glowinski for the Giants. That's going to Mr. Mark Rosales, 68th pick overall for Mark. Then we have a nice Nick Lodolo refractor. That's going to our Reds owner, which is Mr. Zach O. So Zach, as a Reds fan, gets a Nick Lodolo, or as Houdini would say, Lodolo, which I think is pretty funny. We've got Glimpses of Greatness. That is going to Riley Green. David, we do not have anything available tonight. Everything is sold out. We're doing that we're doing the Patreon break tonight. So this is a nice Riley Green here going to the Tigers, James P. So Riley Green now being overshadowed by like Spencer Torkelson and everyone, but Riley Green is a fantastic prospect. Riley Green's going to make waves in the majors before Spencer Torkelson does. I guarantee that. All right, so here we go. All of the first Bowmans will get sleeved up here if they are chrome. So we've got Thomas Sagasi. I'm going to have to look up how to actually pronounce his name because I could pronounce that 8 different ways. We've got Zach McCambley for the Marlins. However, David, for future breaks, they do get announced on YouTube on the YouTube membership page as well. So you'll get announcements for future breaks. Next set coming out is going to be Bowman's Best. We've got an Aaron Ashby, a Liam Norris, first Bowman for the Diamondbacks. That's going to Super as well. Then we have a nice Jason Dominguez for Mr. Zach's Card Breaks. Chrome on top of it. And give that one a quick little top load. And there is a mess of things. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Let's see who else we got in here. Mr. Zach Poopa. Who have I missed? There's Jason Dominguez. If I've missed you coming in, I apologize. But if I see a comment come through, I will say hello. We've got Joe Ryan, Blake Rutherford, Jesse Franklin the 5th for the Braves. That's going to C. Mike Smith. Jesse Franklin was a 3rd rounder. Then we have Mark Vintos, Alika Williams, 1st rounder, 1st Bowman for the Rays. So we get the paper plus we get the chrome version. Nice one there. We'll put Alika up here. Should we put here, since I know we're going to be putting more up here, we're going to put them down here. Dane Acker, and a lot of first Bowmans out of this first half pack here. Our next one is going to be Carmen Mladinsky for the Pirates. Mladinsky, that's another fun name. Easy one to say for sure. Then we have Carson Ragsdale for the Phillies. Another first Bowman. Then we have another 1st rounder. This is for the Rays. This is going to be Nick Bitsko. That one going to Mr. Brian Brandt. Nice little 1st round Bowman Chrome. And we have Jackson Cower. Bryce Jarvis, who I believe was a 1st rounder as well. Yeah, 1st rounder, 18th overall for the Diamondbacks. So Super pulling a few. And that, look at that top loader. All jacked up. Here, let's get one that actually is going to work. There we go. Bryce Jarvis. And finally, for the Cubbies, Mr. Barry, an Ed Howard 20 in 20 insert for Barry. That's the first half. Now we'll get into the second half. Break this one open, see what we can get. So the auto has to be a Marlin. It could be. We'll find out. Hopefully, what I want is just colored autos. That's what I like. All right, so let's do that. Okay. There we go. All right, here we go. Pack number 1.B, I guess. Anthony Volpe, Caden Pulkovich, CJ Abrams for the Padres, Jordan Wogu, Hunter Bishop, Carson Ragsdale. There's another Bitsko. Bitsko, a 1st rounder for the Rays. And by the way, we do have a gold. We have 2 colors in here. Jackson Cower, Bryce Jarvis. So here comes some more paper 1st round picks, but a little bit of sequencing. Jordan Balazovic, Grayson Rodriguez, Xavier Warren. Bobby Witt Jr., another nice one for the Royals. So Greg pulls a nice little paper Bobby Witt. And we've got Trevor Hauver, Ethan Hankins, Holden Powell. There's Adley for the Orioles. Who got the Orioles tonight? That's Mr. Texas Breaks. For Texas, there's a nice Adley paper. See if we can't pull a chrome for you as well. Then we've got Tyler Brown, Ryan Rollison, Mike Ciani, Jareer Encarnacion, David Calabrese, Nolan Gorman, Levi Prater, Spencer Strider, 4th round pick, and Jared Schuster, 1st round pick. That is the most sure thing that you were going to find in Bowman Draft. If you get the Strider, you're going to find the Schuster right after that. It is, the sequencing on that is so consistent. It's amazing. Shane McClanahan, Patrick Bailey, 1st round pick, 13th overall for the Giants. That's going to Mr. Mark R. Nice one there. Another paper. First Bowman, Jordan Groshans. Emerson Hancock, nice one for the Mariners. Another 1st round pick. I believe he was 6th overall. 6th? Yeah, 6th overall. Nice one there for the Mariners. Going to Mr. James H. And we have Francisco Alvarez. Clayton Beater, 2nd round pick for the Dodgers. Ronaldo Hernandez. Hunter Barnhart for the Rays. Joey Cantillo. Cody Hosey. Zach McCambley. Aaron Ashby. Liam Norris. And a paper Jason Dominguez. To end the paper, a nice one there. So we'll, for whatever reason, I still top load Jason Dominguez. I think it's out of habit. So 2 Jason Dominguez. Take that. And for our refractors in this pack, we're going to get a Casey Martin for the Phillies. That's a 1st Bowman. Nice one there. Casey Martin was a 3rd round pick. But as a refractor, we'll definitely be throwing that one in a top loader for you as a 1st Bowman. Our Phillies owner tonight, Mr. James H. Or at least in break 1. Double dry hop Citra Pale Ale from the Moore Brewing Company. That sounds fantastic. We've got Ronnie Mauricio. That is a refractor as well. That's going to the Mets. Mr. Jared P. And we've got Kyle Nicolas. 1st Bowman for the Marlins. So that's going to Mr. Shalani. 2nd round pick. 61st overall. And our last refractor is going to be a JJ Goss, the Rays. All right, now get into some more chrome. A nice Zach Veen, franchise futures with Drew Romo. That's actually 2 1st round picks on the same card. Zach Veen, one of the bigger names out of the blocks for Bowman Draft, at least value-wise. So that's going to our Rockies owner. That's going to Super. Nice one there. Little Zach Veen. Then we have a Travis Swaggerty. Landon Knack. That's a 1st rounder for the Dodgers. Dodgers owner tonight, Mr. Michael A. Heads, what's going on? Super Jumbo time for sure. The Super Jumbo boxes are amazing. So here's the 2nd round pick. Sorry about that. 60th overall. Then we have Luis Gil. Drew Romo, that's a 1st round pick. In the supplemental part, or the, what do they call that? The competitive balancing part of the draft. So there's Drew Romo, 35th overall in round 1. We have another 1st round, 1st Bowman. That one's going to be Ian Bedell. That one's going to our Cardinals owner, Mr. Michael A. Then we have Bobby Miller. Those purple and golds are, Those Laker colors are screaming at me in the back of this pack. There's a Bobby Miller Bowman first. We have RJ Dabovich. We pulled his auto last week. There's Dabovich. That's his first Bowman. That's going to the Giants. Then we have Jordan Balazovic. Oh, and that's a nice one. Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. That's going to Ms. Teresa. So Teresa pulls a Nick Gonzalez. Nice prospect for the Pirates for sure. We get the Nick Gonzalez, 7th pick overall. So a nice one there. First Bowman Chrome. We got his auto last week as well. Would love to get another one of those. We've got O'Neal Cruz. Nick Lofton first. For the Royals. Then we have Milan Tolentino. Going to be doing a lot of sleeving tonight. A lot of first Bowman Chromes. Then we have for the Giants a Nick Swiney. I wonder if it's Swiney or Swiney. I don't know. But that one is a first. He was a second-round pick for the Giants. Then we have a Chrome Anthony Volpe. Then we have, now we're going to have to do some creativity here. So, we've got Caden Polkovich as our first Bowman. We will get this one sleeved up. So let's see. For our purple, it's going to go to the Giants, and it is going to be numbered 154 out of 250. It is an Alexander Canario. We'll take a look at that card in a second, but right behind that, we're going to have our auto, and it is going to be a gold. So the Giants is going to Mark R. So the Alexander Canario going to Mark R. And for our gold, which is going to be numbered to 50, it is going to the Giants as well. So Mark R. pulling both of the parallels, and this one is going to be Mr. Jimmy Glowinski, numbered 10 out of 50. A beautiful gold Glowinski, numbered to 50. So you always want to, if you're gonna get a numbered one, a parallel, always good to get a batter. Glowinski is a 21-year-old drafted in the second round, 68th overall. Batted .415 at Dallas Baptist Jr. in 2019. Had a career .340 batting average, and when he got in, hit .296 in the Cape Cod League. So, a beautiful Glowinski, numbered to 50 to end break number 1. That is going to Mr. Mark R., who's also going to take the Alexander Canario purple, numbered to 250 with him as well. Signed as a free agent with the Giants back in 2016. Canario plus Glowinski. So at the very end, the Giants steal the show for break number 1. So we get a nice little break, a beautiful parallel gold, and oh wait, we got to sleeve up the Polkovich as well. So we get a ton of first Bowmans, especially in the Chromes. So nice little break to get the night started. Break number 1. So that is the end of break number 1. We'll take a look real quick just to kind of go over some of the highlights here. Let's do this. We got, said the green. That ended up being a pretty nice little break. So here's kind of our quick off the top. We get a Drew Romo first Bowman Chrome, Landon Knack. Kyle Nicholas, that is a refractor first Bowman. Casey Martin, refractor first Bowman. The Ed Howard 20 and 20. That's a beautiful card right there. We've got the Nick Bitsko first Bowman Chrome. Alika Williams first Bowman Chrome. The Jason Dominguez Chrome. The Jason Dominguez paper. The Riley Green Glimpses of Greatness. The Franchise Future Zach Veen Drew Romo. For the Pirates, we've got a Nick Gonzalez, first Bowman, Chrome. We've got the Garrett Mitchell refractor. That is a nice card right there. For the Brewers, we've got the Sam Weatherly going to the Rockies. That was numbered, I said 33, but I looked at it wrong. It's actually 88 out of 99. 8s and the 3s. I'm getting old, man. But that is a green paper parallel of Sam Weatherly. We've got an Asa Lacy, first Bowman paper, and then 2 parallel chromes. We've got Alexander Canario and the auto Jimmy Glowinski, number 10 out of 50. A beautiful, beautiful card there. So congratulations on that one, Mark R. Now we are going to get right into break number 2. Let me get this cleared off here real quick. You got to keep these organized. On the back end, there we go. Okay, so break number 2. Let's do this. Let's pull these off to the side as I throw my, there we go. All right, now break number 2 is actually pack number 4 in the box. So we'll see what we can come up with there. But first, we're going to randomize everything. Let's get break number 1 saved off. Pull up break number 2 here on my, okay. So here we go. We're going to get right into break 2. We're going to roll the dice. We rolled a 1, so let's do it again. How about a 6? I like a 6 a lot more. So we're going to randomize our teams 6 times for break number 2. And you guys will see here in a minute who is in break number 2. And so here's who's in break 2. Basically the same people, but we've got Jeff V getting added in. We've got Brian Bosworth also getting added in, as well as Mr. Captain John's Cards added in as well. And we have Tom E in as well. So Mr. Edwards is in as well. So let's randomize our teams 6 times. And I think everyone that was in break 1 is also in break 2. So no need to name off all the names again. So here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got the D-backs on the top, the Giants on the bottom. See if it ends up being a Giants box tonight. There's that. Come back here. And what I do, there's the die. We'll roll this again. We get a 1 again, so let's roll that again. And our break participants will be randomized 3 times. Here's all of our participants. All right, and 3 times I said 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so we got Barry on top, Joey Otto on the bottom. Paste it up over here. Hide some of this stuff. Alphabetize. That's the opposite of alphabetizing. That's backwards. Get chat pulled up. We're going to open this up for trades here real quick as well. There's Captain John's Cards. We got BZ Baseball in the house as well. BZ, what's your favorite Warriors card in this break? Welp, Golden State Warriors are not in baseball. So, and me as a Lakers fan, I'm not a big fan of the Warriors at all. But I guess if I had to pick a favorite Warrior, I'm going to go with Draymond Green. but that's just me. I'm sure most people would pick Steph Curry. But I think Steph Curry ruined the game of basketball because now all anyone does is shoot threes and it's boring to watch. Because it's so much more fun watching physical play underneath and watching slam dunks than it is watching people lob up threes over and over again and they make half of them and miss half of them and whoever makes the most wins. It's a pretty simple game these days, and Steph Curry's the reason for that because he started making threes all the time. Now everyone does it. And then when you watch centers shooting threes, and you are someone that grew up watching the Lakers and watching, Shaq and all of that, you just go, what has happened to this game? But I digress. 357. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're having a good night. Okay, so let's see here. D-backs and Reds available for trade. Rockies are up for trade. Mets are available. The Marlins are available. Who's your favorite Dodger card? Well, let's see. You've got Clayton Beeter. Not a bad one. What's his name? You've got Bobby. Why can't I remember his name? Bobby. I want to say Bobby Miller. Is it Bobby Miller? I think it's Bobby Miller. So you've got some good pitching prospects for the Dodgers in this set. The Dodgers are not one of the more valuable teams to get in this set, unlike most of 2020, where the Dodgers were definitely a top 5, if not top 3 team in almost every break throughout 2020. But for Bowman draft, because they drafted lower, because of how good the major league team is, they drafted a lot lower rounds, so you don't have any top 10 picks or anything. But the Dodgers know their pitching, and their pitching prospects are strong in this set. And if you look at the Dodgers, just look at Walker Buehler, Tony Gonsolin, Dustin May, Clayton Kershaw. They know how to develop talent, especially at pitching. So not a bad team to get, just probably a team you're going to have to wait on a little bit. Okay, so let's see. That works. Jared, what do we got? What is Rockies for Marlins is confirmed. Okay, let's get to it. Shalani trading out of that Rockies spot. Going into Rockies for Marlins. Going into the Marlins spot. There. I don't like what that. Hold on. I must have copy pasted. Try that again. See. Heard me there for a second. I screwed up the draft sheet. Got that trade in. Got it. Okay, A's for Rockies. Rockies for Marlins confirmed. Brian Bryant. Brian, you're in this one, aren't you? You've got the A's. Oh, you're talking about the trades. Favorite baseball team is the Angels. Well, hey, BZ, you're in good company. I've been an Angels fan my entire life, was born in Anaheim. Used to go to the Angels were so bad in the early 90s. We used to go to those games. There'd be no one there. But the Angels had a bunch of aging stars at the time. But then they got kind of good. And then, of course, then the Mariners were better because they had A-Rod and Griffey and Randy Johnson. No one was going to beat them. They had Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez. That team was so stacked. And then the A's. And every time the Angels are good, it seems like the A's are good. All right, we've got Angels for Brewers, D-backs or Reds. Padres for Reds at Cards for Days. Padres for Reds is confirmed. All right. Barry makes another trade, taking the Reds, or leaving the Reds and going to the Padres with Zach O. Zach taking his Reds again. Blue Jays and Diamondbacks are confirmed. Okay. Blue Jays, Mr. Joey Otto. For the Diamondbacks. Very hot on the trade stove again. We got trades all over the place. Padres for Reds. Wait, hold on. Didn't we just do that? Yeah, we already got that one. Okay. Angels for Orioles at Teresa. Or I am going to say this. I'm going to say trades going once. So if there's any other trades you're considering, let's get them on the table now so we can get to break. And we got 4 breaks still to go. So we'll keep it moving. Marlins for A's. And Brian was like, I did a bunch of breaks with the Marlins already. Marlins for Angels. See if we can get that one going. And I'm going to say trades going twice. Let's see. James. Mr. James P., you were being paged. Iowa trade, so sure. So, okay, so we're doing the Marlins for the Angels. Oh, wait. And I'm glad you caught that because, look, I still have Jared's name in there. That would have confused me later. Okay, so Marlins for the Halos. Got that one in. Brian says, I'll be sad if there's a nice Meyer in there, though. Yeah, well, you know. Wait, Chachi's in the house? What's up, Chachi? Teresa says, I'm keeping my teams. And we are going to close up trades. All right, Chachi, go eat. It's not Tuesday yet, so you can't have tacos yet. Got to wait till tomorrow. All right, so trades are closed. Let's get to it. All right, so here we go. Whoop. Break number 2. Where's my little football scissors? Speaking of football, like, did anyone catch the Monday night game last week? That Monday night game was insane. The Browns game, holy smokes. And by the way, the Browns are going to the playoffs, and if the Browns win the Super Bowl for 2020, and I don't think they're going to, but they look pretty good. I tell you what, man, Ohio's going to go nuts if the Browns win. They will go absolutely crazy. They're going to break every COVID rule in the book if the Browns win. Even if they win a playoff game, it may happen. All right, good luck, everyone that is in break 2. We're going to get right to it. Tacos are every day. I kind of agree. My kids, when they were like babies, they did not like tacos all that much. I've got them trained now. They ask for tacos almost every day. They ask for tacos more than they ask for pizza. So I'm doing something right. Okay, so here we go. We've got Marco Luciano. Takoa Roby. That's a first. He's a 3rd rounder for the Rangers. It's Joe M. Matthew Liberatore. Quinn Cotton. Alexander Canario. Tink Hensey. I believe Tink was the 2nd round pick for the Cardinals. Michael Toglia. Trent Palmer for the Jays. There's a nice Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. That's going to Mr. Jeff V. Free spot courtesy of Zach O. Zach, thank you for being in the holiday spirit and giving Jeff V a spot. Jeff wanted a spot. We were sold out. I had to tell him I couldn't give him one, and Zach came in and gave him one. So, Zach, thank you very much for that, bud. Marco Rea, Tanner Burns, Hans Kraus, Michael Bush, Tyler Soderstrom. Nice one there for the A's. That's going to Brian Brandt. In fact, Tyler, I'm going to sleeve him up. Only because Tyler was one of the people that I said, definitely keep an eye out on him. And for the Cubbies, Michael A., we get an Ed Howard. Is their 1st round pick. Nice little Ed Howard paper for Michael A. Browns winning the Super Bowl in 2020 feels right. It does feel right, doesn't it? I tell you what, Nick Chubb, man, they're playing without Odell Beckham Jr. too. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Baker Mayfield actually looks like a real quarterback this year. I hate to say it, but I tell you, Trevor Larnach, there's a nice Robert Hassel for the Padres. That's who you're looking for if you got the Padres, which Barry does. So Hassel's the guy you're looking for. So a nice Robert Hassel paper. If he was 8th overall? 8th, correct. All right. Got Ramos, Kyle Nicolas, Slade Sione. He's a first-round pick as well. Picked in that competitive balance part of the first round, 33rd overall for the Diamondbacks. Going to Mr. Joey Otto. There's Jaron Duran and Garrett Mitchell, first Bowman. So a lot of first-round paper showing up right off the bat. So Garrett Mitchell, like we mentioned, he's 20th overall for our Brewers, which in this break is Mr. C. Mike Smith. We got Corbin Carroll, Patrick Bailey, Jordan Groshans, Emerson Hancock, another first-rounder for the Mariners. Nice one there, 6th overall. And we've got Francisco Alvarez, Jordan Walker, another first-rounder for the Cardinals. And that one is going to Tom, 21st overall. We haven't even got to any Chrome yet. Daxton Fulton, 2nd rounder. Colt Keith, Mason Wynn, Hudson Haskin for the Orioles. He was a 2nd round pick. Ryan Murphy for the Giants. Casey Martin for the Phillies. Ronnie Mauricio. Nico Holtzier. Ian Bedell. Bobby Miller. Yeah, so it is Miller. Bobby Miller, 1st round pick, 29th overall for the Dodgers. So that's the Dodgers' top pick in the 2020 draft. 29th overall. Let's see. We've got RJ Dabovich. And there's Garrett Crochet. Nice one there. Austin, I think Mitchell was my favorite player in the 2020 draft. Anytime anyone has a 60 bet. Yeah. So Austin's talking about, so you can go look up all of the their statistics. But so when he says 60, the highest you can get is like, it's 70, I believe, or 80. The highest you can get is 80. There's a Garrett Crochet. That's for the Sox. That's going to Mr. Mark R. So Mark R. having a pretty good break so far. However, for our Tigers, we've got It Just Is Sports, and we've got a Spencer Torkelson. So a nice Spencer paper. We'll see if we can hit a Chrome, hopefully more than one Chrome tonight. But we'll start Torkelson off tonight with paper. So you can look all those up. You can go on the prospect on, like if you just type in MLB prospects, you can look up everyone's, rating. So if they've got a 50, a 60, by the way, is good. A 70 is like really good. And what they, like a 60 is, a 50 is kind of considered average. 60 is like plus, and then there's like plus. And so that's what those numbers are. That's what he's referring to. So you've got Blake Rutherford as a refractor for the White Sox. So that's our first one. Our second one will be a Bowman first refractor for the Braves. Mr. Texas Breaks getting this one. It is a Jesse Franklin V. Everyone's scale differs though. So there's Jesse Franklin. Then we have Tyler Brown for the Astros. So our Astros, that's going to Mr. Zach O. A Tyler Brown first Bowman. Refractor. He was their 3rd round pick. And we have a Ryan Rollison for the Rockies. And there we go. All right, so now we have a Glimpses of Greatness, J.J. Bleday for the Marlins. So that's going to James P. J.J. Bleday, another really good prospect. probably see him in 2021. It's weird because they it's weird because with them missing, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Like, do they hold people back, or do they rush them to the majors? And I think it's going to be real interesting to see, because some of these guys just missed a year, and had they done a year, they definitely would have been around in 2021. But it's going to be interesting to see if everything just delays a year, or if some of these guys get rushed with fewer minor league at bats. And if they do get rushed, how does that affect their game overall? Because there was an article about Joe Adell, who definitely got rushed to the majors, and how Madden said that he was going to actually start him in the minors for 2021, which is probably a good thing. We've got a Bailey Horn for the White Sox here. So we'll see if they do that with people like JJ Bleday, Andrew Vaughn, guys like that, where you say those guys probably would have been in 2021 anyways. Burl Caraway, who is Austin Farmer's high school alum. This is who Austin chases, or is chasing. Let's get Burl. Mr. Burl. Then we have another first Bowman, and this one is going to be Logan Hoffman for the, I'm throwing penny sleeves everywhere. Logan Hoffman for the Pirates. Then we've got Slade Ciccone. I keep saying Cioni, but it's Ciccone. But he's a first rounder for the Diamondbacks. And that's going to Mr. Joey Otto as well. And we have Jarren Duran and a Garrett Mitchell. Nice one for the Brewers. Mr. C. Mike Smith. Garrett Mitchell. Quite a nice prospect card there. Get Mitchell up here. And we have Corbin Carroll. And there it is. There's a Spencer Torkelson Chrome. That one going to It Just Is Sports. Mr. Greg, congratulations on that one. Not sure if Greg is in here tonight, but Greg, I'm sure we'll catch this on the replay. Congrats on that one. So we've got the paper, plus we've got the Chrome. Now let's get like a refractor or a parallel numbered. That'd be even better. We've got Hans Kraus. And for the Yankees, Mr. Brian Bosworth. Here is the Yankees' first-round pick, Austin Wells. Nice one for the Yanks. That's who you're looking for. Although I wonder if Jason Dominguez is actually holding more value in a Chrome right now in Bowman draft than the Austin Wells. Not sure. Haven't looked that up, but I wouldn't be surprised. But Austin Wells, a very nice card. We've got Warner Blakely for the Halos. Little bit of a later round pick, but a lot of people think this was maybe the Angels' best pick in the draft. I mean, they needed pitching, but they drafted Blakely in the 4th round, and they think that maybe where they got him is a pretty good spot, and they're invested pretty heavily in him. So Warner Blakely, not a bad little card there. Justin Foscue, that's a first rounder for the Rangers. That's going to Mr. Joe M. A nice little first Bowman Chrome for Joe. That one a little top load. Foscue was 14th overall. We've got Tristan Casas. And there's the Max Meyer, 3rd pick overall. This is our first Meyer we've gotten tonight. So we're getting some nice Chrome, early first round Chrome cards showing up right here. Right through this little middle portion of this pack. So there's the Max Meyer. Lots of Chrome to the dome. And Alexander Canario, Tink Hinsey for the Cardinals, and Tom E. And finally, for the Rockies, a nice 20-20 Zach Veen, our Rockies owner in this break, Mr. Jared P. There's a nice little Zach Veen 20-20. That is only half of the break. All right. The auto pack. See what we can pull out of here. We're going to get a Jordan Adams, a Zach DeLoach, second rounder, Adam Seminaris, Glowenke. We pulled that 50. That was a sweet card. Sam Weatherly, Kristen Robinson, Tyler Freeman, Quinn Priester, Corey Lee, Case Williams, 4th round pick. And there's Reed Detmers, speaking of the Angels, 1st round pick. Reed Detmers, he will be the first. I would be surprised if he's not the first pitcher from the 2020 draft, starting pitcher, that you see called up to the majors. He very well could be pitching for the Angels. And not that I think he should be, but he probably will be. Reed Detmers, nice card there for the Halos. That's going to Mr. Shalani. And we have DL Hall. And there's Heston. We haven't seen him all night. There's Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. That's going to Teresa. Teresa, congratulations on that one. She held tight with those Orioles. Teresa probably thinking, what are the chances Heston doesn't show up in pack number 2? There's a nice Heston paper. Let's pull a chrome of Heston too tonight. Let's get that one. All right, here we go. Daniel Lynch, J.J. Goss, Ian Seymour, Jeremiah Jackson, Alec Burleson, 2nd round pick. There's J.J. Bleday paper. Shane Baz, Carson Tucker for the Indians. There's a 1st rounder. For the Indians, our Indians in this break, Mr. James H. And we have Christian Chamberlain, Jordan Westberg, another 1st rounder, 30th overall for the Orioles. So both 1st round picks for the Orioles show up in this pack. Both going to Teresa. Brandon, I'm going to call him Fad. Trey Cruz, Brett Beatty, Addison Coffey, Alec Thomas, Petey Helpin, Robert Pawson. I've heard people say his name so many different ways. And this card, to me, looks like it's every one of them. They all look like this, but it just looks like the ink was not right on those. The green is not Athletics green at all. I don't know why it bugs me, but it is so not A's green. There's Owen Miller and a Zach Veen for the Rockies. Paper Veen. Nice one. Going to Mr. Jared P. And we have Ryan Jensen, Nick York. That's the Red Sox 1st rounder. So for the Red Sox, that's going to Michael A. And we've got Geraldo Perdomo, Jeter Downs, Cade Cavalli, 1st rounder, 22nd overall for the Nats. That's going to Mr. James H. And Miguel Amaya, top 100 prospect for the Cubbies. Chris McMahon for the Rockies. AJ Vukovic. And now we get into our chromes. We're going to do first a Hudson Haskin, 2nd round pick, 39th overall, 1st Bowman for the Orioles. So Teresa having a nice little spot with that Orioles position. Pulls a nice 2nd rounder, refractor for Hudson Haskin. Our next one is going to be Ryan Murphy for the Giants. Giants going to Joey Otto. That is a refractor as well. Then our next one, a beautiful one, a Robert Hassel for the Padres. The Padres going to Cards for Days. Beautiful one there. Big card for Barry. So Barry gets York. What a disaster of a pick. Yeah, they were saving money with that pick. He went for $1 million. I mean, his slot value was so off. Robert Hassel, refractor, going to Barry. Keep in mind, Robert Hassel, 8th overall. Very nice pick for the Padres in a good system. He's in a good spot. Our final refractor for break number 2 going to be Heliot Ramos for the Giants. Yeah, so the York pick, whether you like it or not, they took someone that maybe shouldn't have gone in the first round to save money. That's what they were doing. He's probably more of a second or third round, not like a bad pick, but shouldn't have gone where he went is kind of the point. For the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez. Trades for days. I'm gonna put next break you're in. I'm gonna call you trades for days. Nick Gonzalez, nice one there, and Cameron Mladinsky. That one's going to the Pirates. That's going to James H. Nice Nick Gonzalez right there. And we have Jeter Downs, Cade Cavalli, first Bowman, first rounder, aka grab a top loader. And we've got Miguel Amaya, Chris McMahon, second rounder for the Rockies. We'll see if we can pull some more first rounders through here. And we've got AJ Vukovic. York made sense as a 10th rounder. You're going all the way down to 10th? But there were only 5. Oh, man. That is brutal. Tristan Lutz, Carter Baumler. So I think we've pulled basically all of the Orioles draft picks. Not all of them, but there's round 5. But virtually all of them. Ben Hernandez, that's another first Bowman. The Royals, going to Just Is Sports. And we've got Michael Toglia. Trent Palmer for the Blue Jays. A lot of first round chrome. A lot of first Bowman chrome, which is what you want to see as you open these packs. We've got Julio Rodriguez, and if it ain't going to be a first Bowman, might as well be Julio Rodriguez. And we've got Sam Weatherly, another first Bowman there. Yeah, I don't know why they picked Nick York. Man, it's a project. It's a project. Kristen Robinson, Tyler Freeman, Quinn Priester, and Corey Lee. And our auto for this is going to go to the Indians, and it is a first Bowman, Peter Halpin. So Peter Halpin going to the Indians. This going to Mr. James H. Third round pick, 95th overall. Another batter. Let's see, how old is Halpin? Halpin is young. He's from San Mateo, California. He is all of 18 years old, a prep draft player. So this one you hold on to for a little bit because what you want to see is young and bats. Let's see what they say about him. Perfect game, first team, all region pick, went 6 for 6 on stolen bases in 2019. Invited to Angels Elite Showcase event. It's because he's from California. Played first 3 high school seasons at St. Francis High School before transferring to Miracosta. Added 30 pounds after his junior year. So that's when he got on the roids. That's when the HGH kicked in. Okay, so here we go. That was break number 2. So congratulations on that one, James, for that auto. Nice little break here, for sure. Pulled some really nice chrome early first rounders. So let's see what we got in here. Started off with a Zach Veen 20 in 20, a Max Meyer chrome, Cade Cavalli chrome, a Franchise Futures Nick Gonzalez, Cameron Mladinsky, Ryan Murphy first Bowman refractor, Hudson Haskin first Bowman refractor, Zach Veen paper, Reed Detmers paper, Slade Sione chrome, JJ Bleday glimpses of greatness, Tyler Brown refractor, Jesse Franklin IV refractor, Garrett Crochet paper, Robert Hassel paper, Ed Howard paper, Petey Halpin was the auto, Robert Hassel refractor, nice card there for sure. We've got the Justin Foscue first rounder, first Bowman, Austin Wells first rounder, Heston Kjerstad paper, Garrett Mitchell chrome, Spencer Torkelson chrome, and Spencer Torkelson paper in break number 2. So that's break number 2. We've got one more paid break. Then we do the free Patreon break. That is the break that everyone is in. That is a Patreon 2. Let me get this pulled off here and we'll get right into break number 3. Austin saying Halpin has a really, really high ceiling. Yeah, when they're 18 years old and they're being drafted in, what was that, the 3rd round? That's one of those ones that may not be worth a lot today, but give it 2 years and see how he develops. Because if he develops into a top prospect, that card will be worth a lot later on. Only because that's kind of what Bowman is all about. Like some of those prep stars, if they actually develop out, they end up hitting the majors at 20, 21 years old. And they get drafted out of high school, not because they might be good. It's because they are good. All right, so here we go. That's break number 2. Let's get to break number 3. Let's save off break 2. Let's get that closed down. All right, and let me get break 3 pulled up. 3 more breaks to go, guys. All right, so here we go. We're going to roll the dice. We're getting right into break 3. Well, actually, before we do that, let's see. Is there anyone new in break 3? Aaron M. joins us in break 3. Let's see who else. Brian Brandt is back in. Joe M's back in. So basically, a lot of the same names that we've had in break 1 and 2, with the addition of Mr. Aaron M. And this thing rolled all the way over here, but we did roll a 2. So we're going to randomize. We're going to randomize twice for teams. New list here. And you can see over on the right, everyone that is in break number 3. Randomizing it just twice, once and twice. All right, so we got the Orioles on top, Yankees on the bottom. Go. And we'll come back over here. Roll this dice, try and keep it on screen this time. How about 3 times for the break participants? Show you the 3. There's the 3. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. All right, we got Zach O on the top, James H on the bottom. Get this pasted all in over here, and we will open this up for trades in just 1 second. Sort of A to Z. So that's how break 3 spins out. We've got the Angels going to James P. Let me get chat pulled back up here. Trades are open. So we've got the Angels going to James P. Mark R gets the Astros. It Just Is Sports gets the A's and the Blue Jays. Joey Otto with the Braves. Aaron M with the Brewers. We got Cardinals going to Cards for Days. Cubs going to James H. Diamondbacks going to Brian Brandt. Dodgers going to Cards for Days. Shalani gets the Giants. Indians going to Michael A. Mariners going to Captain John. We've got Marlins going to Joey Otto. Mets going to Teresa. Nationals going to Aaron M. Orioles going to Zach O. Padres going to James H. Phillies going to Tom E. Pirates going to Michael A. Rangers going to Zach's Card Breaks. Rays going to Texas Breaks. Red Sox going to Michael A. Reds going to Teresa. Rockies going to C. Mike Smith. Royals going to Joe M. Tigers going to Zach O. Zach O just cleaned house, by the way. Twins going to Jared P. Zach O also gets the White Sox, and the Yankees going to James H. Zach's Card Break says Rangers are available. We got the Twins available. Only time the Orioles will be over the Yankees in spots. Ain't that the truth? Captain John, Mariners for Giants. My opinion about quality control for these cards. I have seen a few that are not great. It is much better than Bowman that came out in June, I believe. Most of them have been pretty good, that I've seen, at least from what I've opened. I've seen a couple that are bad though, but that's kind of to be expected. The one thing to know, Topps guarantees everything will be PSA 8 or higher. Now you would have to grade it to actually prove that it's less than a 8. But if it's less than an 8 and they deem it that way, they will actually replace it. So if you get a really terribly cut card, they will probably replace it for you. It's just a hassle to get it replaced. And here's break 3, by the way. That's going to be break 3 right there. Angels for Brewers is confirmed. James trading out of the Angel spot. Aaron going into it. Astros for trade. Rockies are available. Yeah, parallels. I've seen a couple parallels that aren't great. I actually think that it's the paper ones are the ones that I think are not cut great. But if you're going to have ones that aren't cut great, you'd rather have the paper than the chromes. Most of them are pretty good. I've seen a lot worse from Topps this year. I've seen a hell of a lot worse from Panini every year. So there's that. Jared says Rockies for Twins over to C. Mike Smith. Yes, Rockies for Twins. So that is confirmed. All right, so we've got the Rockies. C. Mike Smith trading out of that Rocky spot into the Twin spot. There we go. Jared takes the Rockies. This is 2020 Draft Super Jumbo Mike F. And thanks for watching while you're at it. All right, and we are going to say, all right, Texas breaks. What's that one? Astros for Rays. So Astros for Rays is confirmed. All right. So Astros for Rays. Mark R takes that Rays spot. Texas breaks. Pulling into that Astro spot, getting his team. Okay, Joe O says Braves for Reds. Cardinals for Diamondbacks, good. Let's see, Cardinals for Diamondbacks. So that would be Barry. So Barry and Brian. Brian Bryant, yes, Cardinals for Diamondbacks. So we are hot on the trade market right now. So Barry, those 3 breaks, 4 trades, maybe 5. I don't even know. Is this 6? I don't even know. So Brian Bryant trading out of that Diamondback spot into that Cardinal spot. I didn't think Barry was going to be keeping the Cardinals as a Cubs fan. All right, what else we got? We got Braves for Reds. I am going to say this just to keep us moving. I'm going to say trades going once. I know we're hot. So I see Giants for Rangers to Zach. That's going to be to Zach's card breaks. And the Braves for Reds. So that's who's got the Reds? Who's got the Reds? That's Teresa. Braves for Reds with Joey Otto. Let us know on that one, Teresa. Okay, Captain, trade confirmed. So what trade's that? Hold on. Wait, what trade is that? I'm looking. Giants for Mariners. Delaney trading out of that Giant spot. Gets his Mariners. Captain John. Lots of trading going on in this one. Got that trade in. And let's see if we can get that Braves one in. The trade's going twice. But if some show up here, I'll give it a couple seconds just so see if we got the Astros for Rays. We got that one in. Teresa is passing. Okay. Let's see. I think that's everyone. I think everyone just traded everyone. All right. So a lot of movement in break number 3. And we are going to close it up. Bring it back here. We'll get right into it. All right, so here we go. Break number 3. Good luck, everyone. See what we can pull out of here. Then we get to the 2 free Patreon packs where everyone gets free cards. Okay, here we go. For the Reds, first round pick, Austin Hendrick. Nice way to start it. A lot of people are high on Austin Hendrick. A lot of people are not high. He is considered boom or bust already. As if the pundits know. Oswald Peraza. And there's Pete Crow. So we're starting to see a couple names that we haven't seen so far right off the bat. There's Pete Crow. We got Bryson Stott. Jackson Miller for the Reds. Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. Another first rounder. Pirates going to Michael A. Austin Wells going to James H. Another first rounder. So starting off nice in break number 3. Warner Blakely, Justin Foscue, first rounder. A lot of first rounders right off the bat. Like half the first round right there. Tristan Casas, Reese Hines, Logan Gilbert, Isaiah Green for the Mets, Riley Green, Justin Lang, Joe Boyle, Logan Allen, the second Logan Allen that is on the Indians, second rounder, Will Klein, Alaric Solari for the Twins, second rounder. There's a nice Andrew Vaughn. Haven't pulled Andrew yet. That's going to Zach O with the White Sox. And we get our third. Oh, wait, I thought that was Torkelson. That Gage Workman card, if you look at the Torkelson, they look exactly the same. Captain Johns is lagging. He's living in the country problems. But Gage Workman was the second round or fourth round pick. I take that back. Fourth round pick. Brady McConnell, Jared Jones, Bailey Horn, Jordan Walker, 21st overall for the Cardinals. That's going to Brian Brandt. And we have Daxton Fulton, Colt Keith, Mason Wynn, Brandon Fadd, Trey Cruz, Brett Batty, Josh Jung, who's a first rounder in 2019, Sammy Infante, Kyle Isbell, Connor Phillips, Joe Ryan, Blake Rutherford, Jesse Franklin V, I love saying that name, Travis Swaggerty, and Landon Knack. And we have a blue, sky blue parallel, paper parallel coming right behind this one. And it's going to be Mr. Clayton Beater. We get Landon Knack, who's the second rounder. And then we get the Clayton Beater. Love that name. Clayton Beater. I mean, that's a good name. That's a good name. Clayton Beater, number 267 out of 499. Let me see if I can get it on there a little bit better. 267 out of 499. Kind of a hard card to show. Second rounder, 66th overall. Clayton Beater. So, yes, as you can see, the Dodgers went pitching heavy. in the draft. There's Clayton Beater. And then we get into our refractor parallels. We're going to start with the Corbin Carroll. Nice one there. For the Diamondbacks, that's going to Mr. Cards for Days. And our next one. Our next one is a Spencer Torkelson refractor. The Tigers pulled down by Zach O in this break. Zach cleaned up in break number 3 with his break spots. It's a Spencer Torkelson refractor. That's a nice card right there. Nice one for sure. Zach O, nice little hit. Not even little, nice hit. Congratulations on that one, Zach. See, that's the karma. He gave that spot away to Jeff V, and then he hit the Orioles and the Tigers in this, and comes away with a refractor, Spencer Torkelson. For our Cubbies, we have another nice hit. This is Ed Howard. This is a refractor as well. This is going to James H. James has been quietly having a very nice break night. There is a piece of plastic. Hold on. Piece of plastic in. I'm just going to skip that one altogether. That one had a piece of plastic in it, and I didn't want it to scratch the card. Plastic remnant. So there's Ed Howard. Refractor, that's a nice one for the Cubbies. And for the Twins, we have a Trevor Larnach refractor. Our next card, another nice one. This one going to the Yankees. This one going to James H as well. This is a Jason Dominguez, Glimpses of Greatness. Yeah, that Torque refractor is a bingo for sure. So there we go. Jason Dominguez. Another nice one. Glimpses of Greatness. We're going to have to push this back. I have a feeling. All right. And we're now just going to get into the actual chrome. And we're going to start with the Garrett Crochet for the White Sox, which is also going to Zach O. So Zach, I'm telling you, man, it was that karma. He gave a spot away, and it came back tenfold. Congratulations on that one as well, Zach. Then we have a Xavier Edwards. And for the Royals, well, Asa Lacy, please stand up. Our Royals owner, Mr. Joe M. Asa Lacy Chrome. That's a bingo. That's a bingo. All right, here we go. Aaron Shortridge. There's a Clayton Beater. First Bowman Chrome. There. And we have Ronaldo Hernandez. Hunter Barnhart. First Bowman. Yeah, Howard in Chicago is a great fit, I believe. For sure. Joey Cantillo. A nice little CJ Abrams here for the Padres. Abrams, a very, very good all-around player. Has power, has speed, makes a lot of contact. And we have a Jordan Wogu for the Cubs as well. There's the Wogu. We've got Hunter Bishop. Austin Hendrick, first Bowman Chrome for the Reds. That's going to Teresa. Teresa, another nice one there. Austin Hendrick, keep an eye out for him. He's probably the most, I don't want to say controversial, but like the most, like people either love him or they hate him. Why? I don't know. But if you look at his numbers, he's probably going to be just fine. A little bit of a project. I get that. Oswald Peraza. And look at that for the Mets, Pete Crow, Armstrong. So this pack, this first half of break 3 is nuts. This one also going to Teresa. So she gets the Pete Crow as well. So those are the two cards you're kind of looking for from the Reds and the Mets. She gets them both back to back. We've got Bryson Stott, Jackson Miller for the Reds as well. He was their second round pick. And We get a Brennan Davis, I believe. It's Brennan, right? Yeah, Brennan Davis for the Cubbies. That is an applied pressure. I got to get more. Hold on, I got to get more soft sleeves. Abrams will be as close to Ricky 2.0 as it gets. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I remember when you said that last week, and I'm trying to think, like, who's the closest to Ricky 2.0 right now? Because I claim, like, the weird part is I actually claim that Ronald Acuna Jr. is the closest to Ricky Henderson, just with more power. Maybe not quite as much speed, but they also don't steal as much these days because of the analytics behind it. So I claim that Ronald Acuna Jr. is the one player that could go 50-50. Is it Ronald? And if it's not Ronald, who is it? Because Ricky Henderson is like the prototypical player for the 21st century. He just played in the 80s and 90s. All right, so here we go. This is number 2, and here we go. Oh, by the way, so this is break 3, which was pack number 3 in the box. So just if anyone's keeping track of that, it was pack number 3 in the box. So this pack number 3 has been fantastic. Here we go. Jackson Rutledge, Gilberto Jimenez, Marco Luciano, Kakoa Roby, Matthew Liberatore, and there's a Max Meyer. Nice Max Meyer paper. Maybe a green auto. Could be a green auto. I saw some green back there. Is it the auto? I could be. Let's see. Hopefully. I'll take an auto to 99. Day long. Pretty sure it is going to be. Alexander Canario, Tim Kinsey, Mr. Michael Toglio, Trent Palmer, Jeff Criswell, Marco Rea, Tanner Burns, Hans Kraus, Matthew Dyer, Keone Cavaco, Ed Howard, paper for the Cubbies. That's going to James H. And we've got, so let's see, Trey Turner. Trey Turner's a good call. Trey Turner is, Trey Turner's fast. That's actually a pretty good, I agree with Trey Turner for sure. Trevor Larnach. There's a Robert Hassel for the Padres. Going to James H. Nice break in break 3. Break 3, I have a feeling, is going to be a pretty good one. So let's see. There's Burrell again. Logan Hoffman. Slade Sione, first rounder for the Diamondbacks. Going to Barry. We've got Jaron Duran. Garrett Mitchell. Jeez, there is a lot. Early first round talent, paper and chrome in this break. All right, here we go. Addison Coffey, Alec Thomas, Petey Halpin, we got his auto tonight. Robert Posson, Freddie Zamora, Shane Drohan, Owen Casey, Jake Blomgren, Evan Carter, Mitchell Parker, who's 5th rounder, Hudson Haskin, Ryan Murphy, Casey Martin, Luis Gill, Drew Romo first, paper for the Rockies. Rockies owner in this one, Mr. Jared P. And we've got Ian Bedell. There's Bobby Miller, first round pick for the Dodgers, going to Barry. And let's see, who else? Could see Mookie going 50. Yeah, Mookie's probably a little too old to steal 50 nowadays. And on the Dodgers, they're not going to do that because they're too dependent on home runs. I feel like on the right team, Mookie could do it, but not on the Dodgers. Tim Raines, there you go. Someone could start a Mitchell PC if they had the Brewers. You ain't kidding. Okay, here we go. RJ Dabovich. And for our Chromies, refractors, we're going to have a Nico Holtzier for the Rays. Going to Mark R. We have Owen Miller on the Indians going to Michael A. Didn't Owen Miller get traded to the Indians? He was drafted by the Padres. He was a sod poodle for a long time. Now he's with the Indians. What was that? What was the trade that Owen Miller ended up over there? Also for the Rays, we have a first Bowman, Ian Seymour, refractor. And on the outside, you know, I got these BCW top loaders, and they are not doing me as well. I think I like my cardboard gold ones better. Just saying. Second round pick for the Rays. Nice little refractor one there. And for the Angels, we have a Jeremiah Jackson refractor. That one's going to Aaron. All right, here we go. We have an Asa Lacy, Nick Lofton, franchise future for Mr. Joe M. Joe had a nice break with us last week. As I was sorting out the breaks, Joe had a solid break. I think he was breaking with us for the first time last week. Solid first time break for sure. All right, here we go. Cody Hosey, Josh Jung, Sammy Infante. Going to the Nats. Going to Aaron as well. And we have Kyle Isbell, Connor Phillips. Just going to keep the cards down there rather than picking them up because we got another first Bowman, and this one's also going to the Nats. This one is going to Mitchell Parker. That's going to Aaron. 5th round pick for them. And another one for the Orioles. We've got Hudson Haskin, 2nd round pick. And another first Bowman for the Giants. This one is Mr. Ryan Murphy. Our Giants owner is Mr. Captain John. And we have a Jackson Rutledge, Gilberto Jimenez, Marco Luciano, Tekoa Roby. Going to the Rangers. That's going to Zach's card breaks. And we have Matthew Liberatore, Quinn Cotton, Jordan Adams, a Zach DeLoach first Bowman, which means this green will be our auto. The Zach DeLoach, by the way, going to Shalani. And our first Bowman green auto is going to the White Sox. So it's going to Zach O. And it is Addison Coffey, numbered 83 out of 99. So a nice green parallel. So Zach O makes hay, giving Jeff V a spot in the last break. And in break 3, it pays off for him. In the form, an Addison Coffey green. Addison Coffey was a 3rd round pick, 83rd overall. Nice. 83 out of 99. Beautiful, beautiful card there. So that is break number 3. Now don't go away, because we have a free break. If you are a Patreon, you are in either break 4 or break 5, guaranteed. Guaranteed. So hopefully you all stick around. But before we do that, let's go over the hits of this one. Very nice break 3 for sure. Let's see. Let's go with this. All right. So we ended up with a first Bowman Chrome, Austin Hendrick. Franchise future, Asa Lacy, Nick Lofton. Chrome, Asa Lacy. Chrome, Garrett Crochet. Chrome, Pete Crow Armstrong. Glimpses of Greatness, Jason Dominguez. Max Meyer Paper. We have not pulled his Chrome yet. Hopefully we can get one of those in the next couple packs. Ian Seymour, that's a refractor. Robert Hassel Paper. The auto was Addison Coffey. That is a green, numbered 83 to 99. It's a good-looking card right there. We had an Ed Howard refractor, first Bowman. the banger, the Spencer Torkelson refractor, first Bowman, nice one. And finally, a Clayton Beater paper sky blue parallel, number 267 out of 499. And we hit a ton of, I'm telling you, like this stack right here, we hit a ton of first chrome, first round draft picks as well. So a nice break for break 3. Now we're going to get into the Patreon. And don't forget, we're also giving away, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, where did it go? Where did it go? I put it right here. Don't forget, at the end of the stream, we're giving away a Topps. It is a size large. It is an homage t-shirt. If you're not familiar with homage, very nice, very soft, very high quality tees. This shirt, it goes for about $34. It also comes with a free face mask because it is 2020. But this is a Topps vintage 1981 logo. We'll be giving this away to a Patreon at the end of the break. At the end of break 5, we'll give it away at the end of the night as a little Christmas present from good old 1 cent, aka Dustin. So we will be giving that away. So definitely stick around. We are getting to the Patreon part. So we're switching it up a little bit here, but let's get to everyone. Clark Sports Cards, no worries at all, bud. Glad you could join. You're just in time because we're getting to the Patreon break right now. I do want to do one thing here real quick, only because there's one thing, I have no idea why, but baseball card boxes, for some reason, get dirty. And you start getting lint on the mat. And I never understood why. Well, we don't want to do that. Let go of my pack. There we go. I never understood why people did this, but now I like totally get it. The boxes are like dirty. It's like they have stuff on them. And then that stuff starts getting on the top loaders and on the penny sleeves. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but like, it's amazing. Like I did that right before we started and it was gross again. All right. So there we go. We're nice and clean. This is going to be break number 4. Okay. So let's roll the dice. Now, I guess I should tell you who's in break 4. I save off break 3. So here's who's in break 4, which is the first of the free Patreon breaks. So break 4. And the way I did this, I said it at the beginning of the stream, but the way I did this was I just said, okay, oldest Patreon or longest running Patreon to the newest Patreon. So the first 30 Patrons that joined are in the first break. The second 30 Patrons that joined are in the second break. So these are the following people. Oh yes, that is a Trout auto, Austin. 2013 Topps Triple Threads numbered to 75. And there's a lot of drama around that card. I traded with Zach's card breaks, but there's been some shipping delays which have freaked me out. So here's who's in break number 4. Isaac F, inaugural first Patreon. Isaac, special shout out to Isaac. He's the one that got it started. If you guys do not know Isaac, I'm sure most of you do, but Isaac is a fantastic member of the card community. Very giving, very gracious. He actually, when I started doing this, gave me a free break spot. And I believe it was one of Urban Card Breaks. And since then we have like traded cards. He's got 3 sons. We've done some Pokemon stuff, but Isaac has been a fantastic patron. He was the first one to join my Patreon group. So special shout out to Isaac, but we have a lot more awesome names. We've got Clark Z in the break. Golden Rule Collectibles is in the breaks. Zach's Card Breaks is in break 4. Tony D, a.k.a. Anthony De Rosa. We've got Super. We've got C. Mike Smith. We've got Rebel 3353. We've got Mark R. We've got Cards for Days. We've got Jeff P. We've got KC Nation. We've got Brewers 34 GC. Jared P. Aaron M. Zach O. San Antonio Chris. Shalani. Teresa. Dude, Where's My Car? Jeff V. Texas Breaks, Paulie Junk Wax, James P, Jersey 1207, Clark Sports Cards, Tom E, Urban Card Breaks, David H, and Joel C in break number 1. So if you did not hear your name, that means you're in break number 2. We're going to do break number 1, which is technically break number 4 of the night. But and break number 4 was pack number 5. So we'll see what comes out of pack number 5. So let's get to rolling. And this is a 5. So we will do our teams. Yeah, David, unfortunately, you would be number 61. So, all right, so let's see here. We said 5 times on the teams. Let's do this. What this? So 5 times. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Royals on the top. The Dodgers on the bottom. So it's going to be, and the other thing that I would say as we do this, it would be awesome if we could, since these are all free anyways, if we could try and get people's whose favorite teams, if we could try and get them their favorite team. If you want to keep them, I'm not forcing you to trade it, but it'd be kind of cool that if we've got some people that we know it's their favorite team, if we could get it for them. But it's totally up to you guys. I am not going to judge one way or the other, but it'd be kind of neat that if we could pull that off to where, you know, if someone's a Giants fan, we get them the Giants. If you're a Brewers fan, we get them the Brewers. But totally up to you guys. Okay, let's roll again. And we get a big 6 for the break participants. What am I looking for? I always know it's getting late when I get more done. Here we go. Here is everyone in the break. And I think I know a lot of your favorite teams. I don't know everyone's favorite team. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got Barry on the top, Super on the bottom. Paste this in. Here we go. This is how the first of 2 free Patreon breaks has shook out. Okay, so we've got Tom E getting the Angels. We've got Urban getting the Astros. We've got the A's going to Clark Z. Blue Jays going to Paulie Junkwax. We got the Braves going to Jeff V. The Brewers going to C. Mike Smith. Cardinals going to Tony D. Cubs going to Zach's Card Breaks. Diamondbacks going to Joel C. Dodgers going to Super. Giants going to Rebel 3353. Indians going to Jeff P. Mariners going to Aaron M. Marlins going to Teresa. Mets going to San Antonio Chris. Nationals going to Zach O. Orioles going to Dude Where's My Card. Padres going to Isaac F. Isaac got his favorite team, by the way. So that's awesome. Phillies going to Texas Breaks. Pirates going to KC Nation. Rangers going to Mark R. Rays going to David H. Red Sox going to Jared P. Reds going to Shalani. Rockies going to Golden Rule. Royals going to Cards for Days. Why do I feel like I said Cards for... Oh, wait, that's because... never mind. Tigers going to Jersey 1207. We've got Twins going to Brewers 34 GC. We've got the White Sox going to James P. And finally, the Yankees going to Clark Sports Cards. Let me get chat pulled back up here. Let's see. Pretty sure the only Rangers fan here, and I'm not a Patreon yet. Austin, there's room for you. I think for 2021, I got to figure something out with Patreon because I got to figure out how to open it to more people, but also, it takes a lot of time to curate packs. It takes a lot of time to figure out what packs. So I got to figure out a level that there's still like a perk pack. But I'm trying to figure out like a down and dirty, like really afford like a $5 one that somehow gets you something that I can send out. It's really hard to do that for $5 with shipping. That's the problem. Okay, so let's see. Huge Tigers fan. So Zach says he's a huge Tigers fan. I like that one. Let's see. So Zach's card break says Cubs for Yankees. Red Sox are available. White Sox are available. Indians are available. Jeff Pullen says, I would like the Orioles, but wouldn't expect it. Cardinals fan 1990. What is going on, buddy? Hope you're having a good night tonight. Texas breaks. I can do that. Okay, so we're going to give it to David T. Now, David, let's see. Hold on. Where are you? There's the Phillies. David, meet Texas breaks. Texas breaks just gifted you the Phillies spot. But there is one thing, since you signed up via YouTube, and I can't get I don't have your address, I'm going to put my email, and I'm going to need you to email me. Please email me your address, and also email me your, well, you said the Phillies are your favorite team, so now I know. But if you can just email me all your contact info, so that way I can get you in on all of this stuff. When you join on Patreon versus YouTube, it's actually 2 different platforms, so I got to kind of combine that stuff. So if you can send me your address, that would be awesome. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss anything? I'm not a Cubs fan, but I'll do it. But you owe me one next time around. Okay, so we are trading there we go. Okay, so the Yankees for the Cubs. Now, to be fair, I actually think the Cubs are a better spot in this. The Cubs were one of my sleeper teams in this. That Ed Howard spot. So Clark, I actually think it's a fairly good trade for you. And Zach does get his Yankees, so that's awesome. Thank you very much for that. C. Mike Smith says White Sox for Brewers. Is Aaron M here? KC Nation, can he get his Royals? That he is the biggest Royals fan we all know. He's like the one. Let's see who has Royals. Barry has Royals, so let's see if Barry's still in the house. And who did Casey? And Casey has the Pirates. The Pirates, Pirates are a good spot. Nick Gonzalez. That Nick Gonzalez, so you hit that auto. We hit it last week. It is like $130 auto. So there's that. Zach says I'll find him. The sheriff. He will find some. Reds for Mariners. Aaron. So there is Barry. So Barry, can we get KC Nation his Royal spot, and you take the Pirate spot? Brewers for White Sox is a deal, so let's figure that one out. Brewers, C. Mike Smith. For White Sox, going to James P. James gets his Brewers. That's awesome. I tell you, when there's a lot of names on here, it is much harder to find stuff. And then I start doing stuff. There we go. You know me, I never trade, never. I love that. Any Nats fans out there? Do we have any Nats fans in the house? Well, I do have one Nats fan, and I actually could preemptively make this trade. Paulie Junkwax is the biggest Nats fan I know. I'm going to keep the Royals, see if my loyalty pays off. Okay, so, and I could make that trade for Paulie. Paulie would not mind if I traded for the Nats. Zach O, if you are interested in the Blue Jays, I can do Blue Jays for Nats. Or you keep them, either way, but I can make that trade for Paulie all day. I know I can. Let's see. Did I miss any other ones? Oh, here. I am going to say trades going once. We'll do this again in the next break. If you're, by the way, if you're a Patreon and you're not in this break, you are definitely in the next one. So Zach, just let me know. Yeah, give him the Nats. Okay. Let's see. I've got Zach. Take the Blue Jays. Paulie, which would be Paulie's team for sure. Save this off. Okay. Yeah, and it is because of Soto. It is definitely Soto. And Casey has actually done very well in breaks lately. All right, we're gonna say trades going twice. We'll see. So yeah, David, I'll be on the lookout for that email. Hold on, if you haven't sent it, I'll be on the lookout for it. Why does it say my phone? Oh, I was like, let me see here. It looks like Truth is shipping stuff because I got a shipping notification from Urban. Okay, so I think we've got most of the trades done. So I'm going to say trades closed. And we are going to get to break number 4 right now. Let's do this one. Where did the scissors go? Getting all unorganized on this end of the world. Okay, here we go. Cut this in half. There we go. All right. Good luck, everyone. And again, thank you for being Patreons and supporting the 1 Cent Sports Cards channel, myself. I hope that you guys are finding value. I hope that the community, for me, the community and like what happens on Discord, that's been really fun to watch. And watching kind of the community and people trading out. All of you are a good group of people within the community. Not a lot of drama in the community, which it surprises me that in baseball card and online stuff, like there's a lot of drama. There's like I don't know if anyone else hears about it, but like apparently there's a lot, but that doesn't happen in our channel. Like let's just break cards. Like that's kind of a fun thing. So hopefully we can hit some good cards for you tonight. Hopefully some of you go home lucky and get some nice cards right now. So this is a small thank you from me for you guys' support and helping me get to 60 Patreons. As always, if there's stuff that you guys want to see more of, stuff that you want to see less of, if you want to, tell me your mama jokes, you can do that too. All of that stuff is totally fine. But thank you for the support. Let's rip some cards for you guys. CJ Abrams, Jordan Wogu, Hunter Bishop, Austin Hendrick for the Reds. That's going to Mr. Shalani. Nice one there. And we have Oswald Peraza. Bryce Jarvis for the Diamondbacks. That's going to Joel. So Joel gets a first rounder. Then we have Jordan Balazovic. And then for the Pirates, there he is, Mr. Nick Gonzalez. And I need more top load. Oh. So there's Nick Gonzalez paper. That one going to Casey Nation. He had a great luck with that Pirate spot last week. Let's see if we can continue that for him. And here we go. Austin Wells for the Yankees. That's going to Mr. Zach's Card Breaks. That is their first rounder. So Zach gets the first rounder. Then we have, we're going to have a blue in here. It looks like Grayson Rodriguez, Xavier Warren, That's a third rounder. There's a Bobby Witt for the Royals. The first Bobby Witt we've pulled tonight. Like, this is actually one of the cards that I feel like I see it a lot, but I think that's the first time we've seen it tonight. I've dealt with so much drama from a certain individual in the community. Well, that certain individual hopefully isn't in our group. Trevor Halver, Ethan Hankins, Adley Rutschman. I mean, I get that there's people that are gonna say things, and I think it's kind of funny. It's almost like being on the playground with baseball cards, where it's like, no, I didn't make that trade. There's an Adley going to the Orioles. Let's go to Mr. Dude, Where's My Card? Ed Wiley. If you guys are watching, Ed Wiley has a smaller channel, but is doing some really nice breaks over there. So be sure to check out Ed Wiley. We've got Tyler Brown, Ryan Rollison, Justin Lang, Joe Boyle, David Calabrese, Nolan Gorman, Levi Prater. There's a nice Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox. Witt is going to be amazing. I agree. Thank you, David. A nice Andrew Vaughn. That's going to C. Mike Smith. And we've got the Torkelson fake-out card, the Gage Workman. Owen Casey. Jack Blomgren. Evan Carter. Zach Britton. Ronaldo Hernandez. Hunter Barnhart for the Rays. Joey Cantillo. Cody Hosey. Aaron Ashby. Liam Norris. There's a Dominguez for the Yankees. Nice little JD. He said hi to you earlier. I have to DM you about him. Okay. Definitely do that. Yeah. We've had a couple people in the break, in the group in the past that have gotten a little squirrely. But for the most part, I hear some stuff, man. It's crazy, some of the stuff you hear through the grapevine, where you're just like, wow. But I got kids, man. I got enough drama with my kids. My kids give me enough drama that I do this for fun. Joe Ryan, Blake Rutherford, and our blue is going to the Rangers, is going to Mr. Mark Rosales. Mark R, you get a Hans Kraus. This one is numbered 21 out of 499. Like, my lights are not as bright as they normally are. Or it's like not as bright on, I don't know. Maybe my camera. I gotta look at something. But there we go. We get a blue Hans Kraus, sky blue paper parallel for Mark R. Hans Kraus, Hans, and for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez, refractor. That's a big one right there. So I know we traded. Who did we trade for? It was the Cubs. So Clark Sports Cards, Dwight, Zach, you owe Clark Sports Cards, because that is a beautiful Jason Dominguez right there. And he traded for you, which is awesome. So Zach, nice little Jason Dominguez. And we have a Joe Ryan. That is a refractor. That's going to the Rays. That's going to David H. And we have a Holden Powell. That's going to the Nats. It's going to Mr. Paulie Junkwax. That is a first Bowman refractor. And for the Orioles, a beautiful one here. An Adley Rutschman refractor. That one's going to Ed Wiley as well. So a nice Adley, pulled the paper. Now we got the refractor parallel. Go. Aha, Austin, you've narrowed it down. And we have a Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. This one going to Jersey. Jersey has been a longtime Patreon as well. So awesome that we could get him a Spencer Torkelson. Glimpses of greatness. Beautiful card there. For Jersey. Jersey, congrats on that one. I don't think Jersey's here tonight. And for whatever reason, I did not put the Adley refract. So nice cards right there. Now we're going to get into our chromes. We get a Christian Chamberlain, first Bowman chrome. Then we have Jordan Westburg, first Bowman. I believe he's a first rounder as well for the Orioles. He is 30th overall. We get a first Bowman Westburg. Dude, where's my card? Picking up with that Oriole spot. Very nice. We have Daniel Espino. Cole Henry, first Bowman for the Nats. We've got Jay Groom. Casey Smith, first Bowman for the Giants. Who had the Giants? That was Rebel. 33-53. Been in a lot of breaks with me. Thank you for that, Rebel. Let's see. We've got George Kirby, Mike Ciani, and we've got for the Astros and Alex Santos. Going to Urban card breaks. Urban, I think, started doing this in April last year. I started doing it in July, I think, something like that. Urban and I are like parallel breakers almost. There's a lot of crossover on our channels. It's kind of neat. Shea Langoliers, Nick Garcia for the Pirates. That's a first Bowman chrome as well. Pirates going to KC Nation. Grayson Rodriguez, Xavier Warren, first Bowman for the Brewers. Going to James. James, a big Brewers fan. That is their third round pick. And for the Royals, cards for days. He held them. And there's the Bobby Witt chrome. He held on to him for good reason. So the hold actually worked for both KC Nation and Cards for Days. Most of you guys know Barry. More people probably know Barry than me. But if you guys don't know Barry, check out Cards for Days. Every Tuesday, almost like clockwork, he does pack sales and box sales. It's a very fun channel to watch. Has a great group of people as well. So definitely check out Barry. Most of you guys probably found me through Barry. That's what's funny. Trevor Halver for the Yankees. That's going to Zach's card breaks. And we have an Ethan Hankins and a Jordan Balazovic for the Twins. That is going to Brewers 34 GC. That is a applied pressure insert, which out of all the inserts, they're the hardest ones to pull, but then the names on them, you're kind of going like, I think they should have put bigger names on there, but they didn't. It is what it is. Okay, second half of the break, the auto pack. Viking, what is going on? Where are the Robert? Robert isn't in here. He's a rookie now. Don't you understand? Now he only gets Topps cards. No more Bowmans. Okay, for the Mets, Mr. San Antonio Chris, you get a Pete Crow Armstrong. Nice first rounder there. And we have... I am hiding. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm hiding them. Okay, fine. I have like 5 autos. I don't have 5 autos of his. I think I have 2. Bryson Stott, Jackson Miller, Jackson Rutledge, Gibraltar Jimenez, Warner Blakely, Oscu for the Rangers. First round. And that is going to Mark R. And we've got Tristan Casas. And there's Max Meyer for the Marlins. So Teresa, who is a very consistent breaker with us as well. Oh, Barry, thank you very much. One of these days I'll be half as good as you doing this. So there's that. Teresa, by the way, just hit the Max Meyer. But yeah, I'm not kidding. Barry's better at breaking cards than I am. Most people probably are. I just kind of know a lot about the players because I follow baseball, and I have like 4 fantasy teams and 2 leagues that I run. So I know a little bit about the players. I know the stats, and I kind of know, but most people know the hobby better than I do. Reese Hines, Logan Gilbert, Isaiah Green for the Mets, Riley Green, Jeff Criswell, Logan Allen, Will Klein, Alex Solari for the Twins. Nice one there. Matthew Dyer, Keone Cavaco. Cavaco was a first rounder, 13th overall. We haven't hit a lot of Cavaco tonight. So that one going out to Brewers 34 GC. And we have a Brady McConnell, a Jared Jones, a Bailey Horn. There's Burl again in paper. Logan Hoffman, CJ Van Eek for the Blue Jays, Spencer Strider, and Jared Schuster. Happens every time. Every time. Barry, there is definitely going to be a 1 cent fantasy league next year. There's no way I'm not doing that. We were going to do it for football, but then I was like, we should. I thought it was going to confuse people because I was like, I only break baseball cards, but we have a football fantasy league. It didn't make a lot of sense. So I decided against it at the last minute, but we will definitely be doing a baseball league. And man, if we could get the whole group in there, that'd be awesome. There's only going to be 12 spots. I'm not doing anything other than a 12-team league. But the idea we had last time was if everyone puts like 20, 25 bucks in, that we could buy like whatever the biggest set is at the time and how much money we could get, just buy it and then do a break based upon like you get 1 pack if you got 12, 2 packs, something like that. But we'll figure that all out. But yes, we are definitely doing one. There's McClanahan, Josh Jung, Sammy Infante, Kyle Isbell, Connor Phillips, Mitchell Parker, Jesse Franklin, Swaggerty, Landon Knack, Luis Gill, Drew Romo. That one is going to be a first rounder for the Rockies. Golden Rule Collectibles. Golden Rule also came on as he's over on Facebook. So if you haven't checked him out, Golden Rule is over on Facebook. Been a Patreon for over a year. Kind of signed up right after Isaac did. Doesn't get into a lot of breaks, but definitely supports. And see, this is the stuff that is on that. I don't want to. It's like hold on. I'm going to try. There we go. All right, so here we go. Our refractors. Addison Coffey, refractor for the White Sox. That's going to C. Mike Smith. There's Jersey. Jersey, you got it. By the way, Jersey, you have the Tigers in this break. So we have not hit a Spencer yet. Oh, wait, yes, we did. We hit the glimpses of greatness. That was going to you, Jersey. All right, here we go. Addison Coffey, that is a refractor first Bowman. 3rd round pick for the White Sox. Going to C. Mike Smith. We got an Alec Thomas. Going to the Diamondbacks. Going to Joel C. It's a refractor as well. We got another first Bowman refractor. This one is for Logan Allen and the Indians. This one going to Mr. Jeff Pollins. Jeff Pollins got into card collecting this year, or late last year, early this year. Has become a great member of the community as well. He has a very interesting strategy for getting into breaks of mine. He buys 1 spot. Every time, if there's 2 breaks, he'll buy 1 spot in each, and he gets really lucky with that strategy. And it's worked for him. So Jeff is a great guy. If you don't know Jeff, definitely get to know him. We've got Will Klein for the Royals. This one's going to Barry. That is another refractor first Bowman. I've heard the name before, but one of the ones, it's impossible to know ever. Okay, so there's Will Klein. Will Klein was a 5th round pick. And for the Cubbies, Clark Sports Cards, I mean, there was the Jason Dominguez, but we do get the Ed Howard franchise futures with Burl Caraway. There's the Ed Howard franchise future. That's going to Clark Sports Cards. Clark Sports Cards was streaming earlier tonight doing an auction. So if you have not checked out his channel, please be sure to do so. All right, then we have a Jareer Encarnacion. Getting into our chromes, we've got a David Calabrese for the Angels. That's going to Tom. we've got Nolan Gorman. Levi Prater, first Bowman for the Cardinals. That is going to Tony D, a.k.a. Anthony DeRosa. Also a longtime patron. I believe he was one of the first 5. There's a nice Andrew Vaughn chrome. That White Sox spot for C. Mike Smith doing pretty good. And we have a Gage Workman. That is the Spencer Torkelson fake out card for sure. But there's Gage. That's another first Bowman for the Tigers. And a Brady McConnell. A Jared Jones first Bowman for the Pirates. And I do believe we've got, actually, I know we do. There is a blue. I don't think it's the auto. I think it's right before the auto. Reese Hines, Logan Gilbert, Isaiah Green for the Mets. So one for San Antonio Chris. Nice chrome there. First Bowman. Riley Green. Jeff Criswell for the A's. That's going to Clark Z. And we have, for the Twins, Marco Arrea. It's going to Brewers 34 GC. And another first Bowman. And this one, we're going to have, so we got Tanner Burns. It's going to the Indians. That's going to Jeff P. And we have a blue coming up. It's not going to be the auto, but it is going to be for the Brewers. So this one going to James P. And it is Xavier Warren, numbered 46 out of 150. And behind that, there's a beautiful looking card right there. The Brew Crew. And behind that is going to be our auto. And it's going to the Dodgers. And it is going to Super. And it is going to be Mr. Clayton Beeter, numbered, that's a sweet looking auto, by the way. Clayton Beeter's auto might be the favorite one yet from Bowman Draft. That is numbered 63 out of 499. Clayton Beeter, second round pick. So Clayton Beeter auto going to Super. Super, obviously, most of you guys probably know Super hangs out in a lot of different streams. Really good member of the community, knows his stuff, knows his sets, knows what's good, knows what's bad, and he does not hold back on telling you what he does and doesn't not like about the hobby, which that's what I like about Super. So glad we can get him an auto. And then we have the Xavier Warren going to the Brewers, Mr. James P., who also, just like Super, hangs out in a lot of people's channels, knows his stuff, and a good, solid member of the community. So we've got that 46 out of 150 going James. Okay. So that was break number 4, the first half of the 2 free Patreon breaks. So now we have, well, let's go over this real fast. Let's show some of our wares. All right. So we've got, what do we get here? Okay, this started with a Nick Gonzalez paper, a Jason Dominguez paper, the Ed Howard Franchise Futures Burl Caraway, the Glimpses of Greatness Spencer Torkelson, the Adley Rutschman, beautiful card there, the Refractor Adley. We've got the Will Klein Refractor First Bowman, Logan Allen First Bowman Refractor, Addison Coffey First Bowman Refractor, Bobby Witt Chrome, Jordan Westberg Chrome, Holden Powell First Bowman Refractor, Adley Rutschman Paper, Max Meyer Paper. We still have not hit his Chrome yet. Maybe in break 5. Jason Dominguez Refractor, nice one there. Hans Kraus Sky Blue Paper Parallel, numbered 21 out of 499. And then we had the Xavier Warren, 46 out of 150 Blue Parallel for the Brewers. And our auto is the Clayton Beeter, numbered 63 out of 499 for the Dodgers and Mr. Super. Okay, so that's break 4. Got one more to go tonight, guys. Last break, best break, Rudy Garcia. Okay, so here we go. And don't forget, I know we only got one break left, but we are giving this away at the end of the night. We're giving this away to one of the Patreons. So it is a Topps 1981 vintage t-shirt from Homage. One of the softest, nicest feeling tees you will ever wear. I give you my personal guarantee. It is a fantastic shirt, sweet looking logo. So here we go, final break of the night. And we're gonna, well, hold on, let me save stuff. Let me get set up first. There we go. All right, then we've got, okay, so if I call your name, you are in, wait, hold on. Something's not right here. Who am I missing? Oh, I know who it is. That's right, because I went around the horn. And let me just, hold on. Give me 1 second. I think, I gotta check one thing. Why do I feel like it was in, oh no, okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. I thought I saw a name on here twice and we were missing someone. Okay, but we're not. Okay, so if I call your name, you are in the second break. Basically, if I didn't call your name in the first round, well, you're in the second round. So here we go. We have Captain John, Sean W, Joe O, Dallas F, Stemmers Hits, Kraken Packs, aka Stephen P. I have him as Stephen P in here, but Kraken Packs. We've got James H, Brian F, Brian Bosworth, Megan S, Matt M, Viking Horde, Tyler C, Derek F, Michael A, Troxo4, Mark F, Dope Potato, Paul C, It Just Is Sports, Joatek, Sean Ireland, Terry B, Chatty P, Mason P, Zach P, Rudy G, Chris Micro, Brian Brandt, and Joe M. So all of you are in the second Patreon break. We're going to roll the dice, and we're going to be randomizing teams 6 times for this break. Let's get to it. Hopefully, it was one of my worries when I was doing this, and I was like, watch me screw something up and someone won't be in there or something, which would suck. I've got a backup for that though, just in case. Okay, so we're doing this one 6 times. Ooh, oh, did I? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, got Yankees on the top, Nats on the bottom. All right, let's come back here, roll the dice one more time. And that one came off screen a little bit, but it was a 5, so we will be rolling 5 times for the break participants. And one and 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so Dallas F on the top, Rudy G on the bottom. Bring this over here. Hide all of this. Alphabetize. And away we go. Trades are open for break number 5. Yeah, no kidding. Shalani, what the heck? And he's not in here tonight. Yeah, I have no idea what is happening there. For those of you that don't know, well, I don't want to say anything because I don't have any confirmation, but if anyone has any confirmation on what may or may not have happened, I don't know if that was a joke or if that was serious. It felt like it was serious, but I don't want to say anything. I shouldn't have said anything. If you guys were in Discord, you'll and go back a few days, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so trades are open. This is how it ended up. Mason got the Angels. The Astros going to Joe Tech. A's going to Brian Bosworth. Blue Jays going to Matt M. Braves going to Paul C. Brewers going to Captain John's Cards. Cardinals going to Mark F. Cubs going to Joe O. Diamondbacks to James H. Dodgers going to Chatty P. Giants going to Chris Micro. Chris Micro is a Giants fan, I believe. Indians going to Sean Ireland. Mariners going to Stemmers. Marlins going to Terry B. Mets going to Brian F. Nationals to Rudy G. Orioles to Dope Potato. Padres going to Brian Brandt. Phillies going to Stephen P., which is a.k.a. Kraken Packs. Zach Pupa gets the Pirates. Rangers going to Tyler C. Rays going to It Just Is Sports. Red Sox going to Viking Horde. We got the Reds going to Sean W. We've got the Rockies going to Trox. We've got the Royals going to Derek F. Tigers going to Megan. Twins going to Michael A. White Sox going to Joe M. And finally, the Yankees going to Dallas F. Let's see. I believe it's true. Been trying to reach out and nothing. Yeah, he hasn't posted anything either. So, yeah, I believe Chris Micro may have had some medical stuff. I think he's got medical stuff going on. So, if you pray, if you believe in that stuff, send some prayers Chris Micro's way. Either way, Chris Micro could use them. But hopefully he's feeling better, and we'll get a hold of him here in the next couple days. All right, so let's see what we have here. Dallas is a huge Cubs fan. I can vouch for him. So let's see. Whoever's in this break pulls the Royals, I'm interested, and I'll buy the spot from you. Joe M. Looking for Mariners, y'all. Dallas is who has the Mariners? Stemmers has the Mariners. Is Stemmers here? Stemmers was here earlier. Dallas is a huge Cubs fan. Dallas and I compete for Caraways. Okay. I believe White Sox for Mariners. Mets are available. Zach, that would be awesome. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Zach got his Patreon package and pulled a Trent Grisham auto out of his Patreon package. So that's pretty awesome. Was it numbered? I forget. Did you tell me if it was numbered or not? I believe it was out of Big League. Dodgers for Nats. Okay, so Rudy is looking for. Hold on, who's got that? So Chatty P has the Dodgers. Chatty P's not here. Would we make that? I believe he would make that trade. Oh wait, Rudy's going up. Yeah, Rudy, I know you like the Dodgers, but I kind of, unless I'm like 100% sure that they would take that trade, I can't preemptively make trades for people. So unfortunately, Chatty's not here at the moment. Chatty, if you're in, you might be lurking, but if you're in, if you want to make that trade, let me know. Derek, I do not believe Derek is here. I'm almost positive Derek's not. Oh, that is right. Yes, the Walker Buehler. Yeah, that card's pretty awesome. That's that Topps Chrome Black one. The old. That Topps Chrome Blacks are beautiful cards. I'm not sure what the market is going to be on those long term. But they, if for nothing else, they are absolutely gorgeous cards. Orange Auto, 98 out of 99. That is awesome. That's right. It was. I thought it was numbered. So yeah. Well, nice Patreon pack for sure. So at like that $10 level, I do curate cards. Curate packs based upon your favorite team. All right. So I am going to say trades going once. And I think we're going to say trades going twice because it's compared to break one, man. There were a ton of trades in break one. Yeah, the Topps Chrome Black set, and that is not a cheap set. I think you get, what is it, like 5 cards in the whole box. Um, um, and I had a couple boxes that I had opened for myself. I didn't hit anything. That's one of those like big risk, big reward sets. Yeah, you either are going to get cards that are worth a ton, or you're going to bust on the box a little bit. There's really no in between. But I don't mind giving a Dodger fan a Walker Buehler. That's awesome. Okay. Well, Rudy's got one Viking, so hit Rudy up. See if Rudy will trade for it. I doubt it, though. Well, we're going to get a picture tomorrow or tonight, so we will. I'll post that over in the Discord page for sure. Or Rudy, you could go over to Discord and post it over in there and show it off in the new hits section. And we are going to close trades. Oh, Viking might be willing to buy it. Trust me. When Viking wants a card, he will get aggressive. Okay, so here we go. Break 5. Might want to switch off of this. Trades are closed, guys. Again, thank you. A special thank you tonight to the Patreons. Awesome that we are able to do this. So thank you. Hopefully we can get you all a couple of good cards in this, our last break of the night, and then we will give away the t-shirt. Late night giveaway. If you wear a large, you're really going to want it. If you don't wear a large, you're really going to want to give it to someone else. So, okay, here we go. 5th and final break of the night. Let's see what we can get. Haven't hit a huge auto yet. Well, the /50 was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. We've hit some nice numbered autos, but I want to hit a big name. Let's hit a big name. 5. Let's send someone home with a big name. I've been dying to pull a Spencer Torkelson. That's what I've been waiting to do. But let's do it. Zach DeLoach is who we start out break number 5 with. Then we go to Adam Seminaris, Jimmy Glowinky. This is the auto /50 that we pulled for the Giants. Nick Neil Cruz, Tyler Freeman. I'm totally stealing that from Houdini, by the way. Quinn Priester, Corey Lee, Mark Vintos, Alika Williams. That's a first rounder. For the Rays, our Rays in this break, it just is sports. Mr. Greg, congratulations on that one. Then, for Dope Potato, how about a Heston Kjerstad paper? Nice one here. Dope Potato has been in the group. He has an interesting PC. He collects the overseas players, like all of the Asian players, and has a fairly decent collection. He also gets curated pack. That's a fun pack to curate, because once you start realizing how many Asian-born players actually play in the major leagues, it's amazing to think that, like, back when Hideo Nomo and them, it was such an anomaly, and nowadays there's dozens. There's literally dozens. Daniel Lynch, Daniel Cabrera, J.J. Goss, Ian Seymour, Jeremiah Jackson, Alec Burleson, second round, that's right. J.J. Bleday for the Marlins, that's going to Terry. Carson Tucker for the Indians, first rounder there. Going to Mr. Sean Ireland. Brian, you got it, of course. All right, here we go. I wear extra medium. Well, you can make a large work. Just heat it up. Kristen Chamberlain, just throw it in the washer too long. Jordan Westberg. Jordan Westberg is a first rounder as well for the Orioles. And we have a Daniel Espino, Cole Henry, Jordan Walker for the Cardinals. That's a first rounder. Cardinals is going to Mark F. Ichiro is too expensive. Daxton Fulton. Dope Potato collects the Asian players. Colt Keith, Mason Wynn, Brandon Fad. I meant to look that up. Trakers, I know it's not bad. I know it's not. It's probably something much more obvious. Brett Beatty, Nick York, first rounder for the Red Sox. Our Red Sox going to Viking Horde. And we have Perdomo, Dylan Dingler, Luke Little, Jeter Downs, Cade Cavalli, first rounder for the Nats. That's going to Rudy. Little Cavalli action. And we do have a purple coming up in this pack. We've got Miguel Amaya, Chris McMahon, AJ Vukovic, and the purple is going to the Indians. It's going to be Logan Allen, numbered 169 out of 250. Nice looking purple card there. Going to the Indians. Indians is Mr. Sean Ireland. Nice little purple paper. Say that one 3 times fast. Purple paper parallel. Logan Allen, purple paper parallel. I can't say it twice fast. All right, here we go with our refractors. For the Brewers, we have Aaron Ashby. Not a first Bowman, but that is going to Captain John. We have a Liam Norris. That is a first Bowman. Refractor for our Diamondbacks. That's going to James H. I don't collect Ichiro. Being an Angels fan, I remember watching Ichiro, and you'd watch a game and he'd go 3 for 4, and he'd get 3 singles, and he'd steal bases. By the way, this is a 3rd round pick for the Diamondbacks. But I was never a big Ichiro fan. I respect it, but it was like, how many singles can this guy hit? He just hit singles, man. He hit singles all the time. And every once in a while, he'd get a hold of one and knock one over the fence. And you'd be like, how in the heck does that little guy do that? There's a Bryce Bowman for the Reds. 3rd round pick. First Bowman refractor. That is going to Sean W. Okay, and I have a Hunter Green for the Reds as well. All right. That is our 4th refractor. Our next one, a Glimpses of Greatness, another good one. Heston Kjerstad, Glimpses of Greatness. So Heston shows up again. Going to, speaking of which, Dope Potato. There's another Heston, and now we're going to get into our chromes, and we've got a Shane Drohan. That's a first Bowman. Chrome for the Red Sox. That's going to Viking. Then we've got, for the Padres, an Owen Cassie. 2nd round pick, 45th overall Padres in this break. Mr. Brian Brandt. See, I got to say Bosworth because we've got Brian Brandt and Brian Bosworth, so 2 Brian B's. So Brian Brandt. Then we've got Jake Blomgren going to the Rockies. That's going to Mr. Trox. Evan Carter, first Bowman for the Rangers. Going to Tyler C. Tyler's been in a lot of breaks with us lately. Thank you very much for that, Tyler. We have Zach Britton for the Blue Jays. That's going to Matt M. Matt pulls down a first Bowman, Zach Britton. And right behind that, he's going to get another one. He's going to get CJ Van Eyck. And every one of these chromes has been a first Bowman so far. Spencer Strider for the Braves. That's going to Paul. And we have a Jared Schuster. This is a first rounder for the Braves as well. So that's going to Paul. Austin, watch his BP sessions. But his mission, yeah, I know his mission was to get on base. And the other thing is when he swung the bat because he was left-handed, he'd swing that bat. He was halfway to first base and his bat still hadn't left the zone. The guy was a lightning rod down to first base line. I tell you what. I have a Justin Lang. First Bowman. Every one of these is going to get sleeved. I guarantee it. A lot of first Bowmans. Here we go. We've got Joe Boyle for the Reds. First Bowman. Going to Sean as well. Logan Allen We just hit the paper. Now we hit the chrome. Mr. Sean Ireland, another first Bowman. Every one of these has been a first Bowman. This is Will Klein going to the Royals. That's going to Derek F. Then we have another first Bowman. Alaric Solari for the Twins. That's going to Michael A. Alaric Solari was a second rounder. That is a lot. And then we have another chrome. First Bowman. That is a Matthew Dyer for the Mets. That is going to Brian F. And Yoni Cavaco. That is the first one that was not a first Bowman. And we have Michael Bush for the Dodgers as well. And another Heston. So this has been a Heston pack for sure. A Heston Kjerstad 2020. So we pulled the paper, the glimpses of greatness, and the 20 and 20. The 20 and 20 is my favorite insert from this set. There's beautiful, beautiful clean cards. Definitely really nice. Just a really nice clean design on that. So Heston taking over the card garden here. Let's see what we can get in the second half of the break. Goody, all good, man. All right, so here we go. Last pack, and since this is technically the last pack of the break, we are going to give it some Rally Monkey mojo. See if we can hit ourselves a big auto. We might not. We might. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we do. It's going to be purple, I can tell you that. It's going to be a purple. It's going to be numbered. So there's that. All right, let's do it. We've got Nick Lofton, Milan Tolentino, Nick Sweeney, Volpe, Caden Polkovich, Dane Acker, Carmen Mladinsky, Carson Ragsdale, Nick Bisco, that's a first rounder for the Rays. Rays in this is It Just Is Sports. Jackson Cower, Hayden Cantrell, Alex Santos, Jay Langoliers, Nick Garcia, Zach Daniels, fourth round, that's right. Brennan Davis, Bryce Bonin, Hunter Green, Holden Powell, I believe he was a third round pick, Jay Groom, Casey Schmidt, second round pick, George Kirby, Mike Ciani, Jareer Encarnacion, Addison Coffey, Alec Thomas, Petey Halpin, Wasson. That is going to Mr. Brian Bosworth. Into the A's spot. Then we've got Freddie Zamora, Shane Drawhan, Xavier Edwards. And there's Asa Lacy. It's been a while since we pulled an Asa, but there's a nice Asa for the Royals. Going to Derek. Congratulations on that one, Derek. Rub the monkey. Exactly. Someone got it. Shock the monkey. All right, so there's Asa. Larry has a good bet, so let's see. Let me caught up on here. SRV, what's going on? Aaron Shortridge, Clayton Beater, Tristan Lutz, Carter Baumler, Ben Hernandez, and we've got Thomas Sagassi, Zach McCambly, and here come our refractors. We're going to have a Trey Cruz going to the Tigers. Not the Tiger we're looking for, but I'm sure Megan will take it. That is a refractor. First Bowman. Oh, got to get top loader. So this will top loader box number 4 of the night. So we're almost at 100 top loaders deep. So there's the Trey Cruz. Refractor first Bowman. We've got a Brett Beatty. Nice prospect for the Mets. Not a first Bowman though, but it is a refractor. Nice one there. Another first Bowman for Justin Lang and the Padres. Padres in this break, Mr. Brian Brandt. Nice one there. Refractor first Bowman. Last one is going to be a Joe Boyle for the Reds. And now I need more soft sleeves. Man, we're picking through. I think that's 200 soft sleeves later. The funny part is I kicked over to the BCW top loaders and at the same time kicked over to the cardboard gold top loaders or penny sleeves. So it's the exact opposite of what I normally use. Although I do kind of like these cardboard gold ones. They're a little bit larger on the side. So we've got a Joe Boyle first Bowman. That's for the Reds. That's going to Sean. How lucky is that if the Angels card since the Angels? Yeah, that's true. All right, so here we go. For the Padres, nice one here. It is a Robert Hassel franchise future. And that's going to Mr. Brian Brandt as well. Got the franchise future, Robert Hassel. And we have Shane McClanahan, Patrick Bailey, first Bowman for the Giants. That's going to Chris Micro. Hopefully we can get a hold of Chris. That is a first round 13th overall card. Nice Patrick Bailey. So we'll get Bailey up there. We did not hit that many Baileys tonight. I think that's only the second one. I think the first one was paper. Jordan Groshans, Emerson Hancock, another guy we have not pulled a lot of tonight, but is a really nice top of the draft player, good pitcher for the Mariners. That is going to Stemmers. So Stemmers, congratulations on that one. There's an Emerson Hancock chrome. Now we'll see if we can keep pulling some more chromes before we get to this auto. We've got Francisco Alvarez. There's Jordan Walker, first rounder for the Cardinals. Let's go into Mark F. Another nice one. And we have Shane Baz. Carson Tucker, first rounder, first Bowman for the Indians. Going to Sean. Sean Ireland having a nice little Indians break right here. So there's the Tucker. Look at this. Now all of a sudden our first Bowman chromes are picking up. And for the A's, a Tyler Soderstrom. Or Soderstrom, as some people are. I don't know if it's Soderstrom, same. But this is one of the guys that I was saying to target in Bowman draft this year. Nice one for the A's. That's going to Mr. Brian Bosworth. Brian, congratulations on that one. And we've got a first Bowman, Case Williams. Nice one there. I believe he was a fourth round, right? And for the Angels, Reed Detmers, first rounder, 10th pick overall. This one going to Mason. Mason, congratulations on this. This is a nice card right here. I know I'm biased, but Reed Detmers, I do think, was a great pick by the Angels. We'll get Reed back here. Then we've got DL Hall. And boom, it's a Keston pack for sure. This is a Heston Kjerstad first Bowman chrome. So we hit, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, outside of parallels, we did. We hit. Look at this. I know we're not done. But I just want to show it. So let's see. This is all going to Doe Potato. Heston Glimpses, Heston Paper, Heston 20 and 20, Heston Chrome. Pretty good. So we're going to actually double these up like so. Go like that. A little Heston corner over here. So let's see. We got a couple more cards. Here we go. Break is almost over, guys. Daniel Lynch. We have Daniel Cabrera. That's for the Tigers. That's another first Bowman. Boom. And our reveal card for a purple auto, which should be numbered to 250, is going to be Hayden Cantrell, another first Bowman Chrome. And our final auto of the night is going to the Orioles, and it is going to be Carson Baumler. I was going to say, if we hit a Keston auto purple, I was going to freak out. But we do get a Carter Baumler. So this is going to Dope Potato as well. So Dope Potato kind of cleans house on the free Patreon break. The Orioles spot pays off. And this one is numbered 18 out of 250. So it is a purple Carter Baumler for the Orioles. Nice one there. 5th rounder, went 133rd overall. So one of the lower round picks. But let's see. Let's learn a little something about him. Only 18 years old. Started in the perfect game, All-American Classic. He was going to sign with Texas Christian, but he did end up signing with the Orioles. So there we go. Another prep pitcher for the Orioles. That is Carter Baumler. And that is going to end the free Patreon break number 2. So we'll show you what some of the hits in there were. Let me get this Hayden Cantrell sleeved up here real fast. Thank you for being the reveal card, Hayden. And let's see what we got in here. Some pretty nice first round Chrome action all throughout that. But really, the story of break number 5 has got to be Keston time. Or I keep saying Keston because of Keston Hira. It's Keston Hira. It's Heston Carson. Here we go. First Bowman Chrome, Carson Tucker. And don't forget, we're giving away the t-shirt, so we're not done. There's still the t-shirt. We've got Patrick Bailey, Chrome, Tyler Soderstrom Chrome, Jordan Walker Chrome, Reed Detmers Chrome, Jared Schuster Chrome. That is like basically half the first rounders. Asa Lacy Paper, Emerson Hancock Chrome, Joe Boyle Refractor, Justin Lang Refractor, Trey Cruz Refractor, Bryce Bonin Refractor, Liam Norris Refractor, Logan Allen Purple Paper Parallel, numbered 169 out of 250. Franchise Futures, Robert Hassel for the Padres. Then we have Heston Kjerstad Glimpses of Greatness, Heston Kjerstad 20 and 20, Heston Kjerstad Bowman Chrome, and Heston Kjerstad Paper. And our auto was a purple parallel, Carter Baumler, numbered 18 out of 250. So we did get 4 parallel autos out of that box. None of the huge names, but we did get the Glowacki to 50, the gold. That's a beautiful card. So thank you to everyone that got into the break, and a special thank you for the Patreons who make me doing breaks actually possible. So thank you to all of you guys. I hope that the free break, you guys had a little bit of fun with it. We are going to give away the t-shirt now. So here's how this is going to work. I am going to put all of the Patreon's names, every single one of you, into the mixer, the randomizer. So we're not going to pick numbers for this. We will randomize, but we will, let me get you all in there first. Get the other one. We're going to put everyone's names in there. We'll have 60 names. What we'll do is we will, I think we're going to pick 2. I'm going to roll the dice twice, and we will randomize like whatever the dice add up. So if it's 7, 8, 9, 10, or 4, whatever the number is, we'll roll the dice twice, and we'll randomize that many times. And whoever is on top after that is also going to get the t-shirt, just as kind of like a Christmas. Okay, so I've got that all ready. So let's do this. Let me pull break 5 off to the side here real fast. And so here's what the t-shirt is. It is, whoop, that one. See that? Okay, so here's what the t-shirt, oh yes, and you get, they just put this in there. They're just giving away masks, which I guess is a smart thing to do. So you get a free homage, a face mask. This is a size large. This shirt is an awesome shirt. It is the Topps 1981 vintage logo. It is a black shirt. It is a really soft, trust me, it's a fantastic shirt. It is in a large. That is the only size I have. So let's roll the dice. We're going to roll it twice. Let me get this all up here. So, okay, so here we go. We've got a 1, which is okay because we're going to roll it again. Unless we get another 1, then we'll have to roll. And a 3. So we're actually only going to randomize 4 times because we rolled a 4. So we're going to randomize this 4 times. Let me go over here and we will pull up the randomizer one more time tonight, guys. So I've got everyone's name in here. You can check that out here. So we've got all the Patreons in here. We're only randomizing 4 times, even though we rolled the dice twice. It's the way it goes. Okay, so here we go. If your name is on the top at the end of this, you will also be getting the Topps t-shirt. So 1, lots of names. 2, 3, and whoever's on top after this one, 4. It is going to Joatek, aka Nick. Nick, congratulations on the Topps t-shirt and free homage face mask while we're at it. So that is the break tonight, guys. Fun times. Glad that we could do that right kind of around the holidays as well. So a couple quick announcements. One, first, I hope you guys all have a great holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope that you have a great holiday. Second, there is a big set coming out on Wednesday called Bowman's Best. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good set based upon the checklist and based upon the auto checklist. So I will be doing a break of that, but I probably won't be doing it till after Christmas. So I will probably announce something over the weekend and we'll do something early next week. Gonna have fun with that one. It's always kind of like an end of the year fun set to do. So we'll have fun with that for sure. And let's see. Rudy wanted the Wheel of Death, but literally we would have been there all night. You ain't kidding about that. Austin, take care, buddy. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it immensely. Your knowledge of the prospects really kind of enhances a Bowman break. So thank you for that. Steven's Cards, what's going on? We are about wrapping up on this end of the world. So Joatek, glad we could get you the shirt. So we will be doing a Bowman's Best break. So stay on the lookout for that. But really, as we go into the holidays, just want to take a moment. Been a real tough year for a lot of people, whether it's people losing jobs, whether it is people stressed out at home, whether it is people that have had to be on the front lines, whether it, whatever it is, there's a lot going on. So hopefully you guys, no matter what your situation is, you can find some time to just relax, unwind, and try and use Christmas as a day to just be with family, and just realize that, the important things in life sometimes aren't what they seem. And that family can take you a long way. So I hope if you live on your own, reach out to your family. And if you are going to visit family, I totally get it. Just be safe. Wear these things. So with that, guys, I do hope you all have a very happy holiday. Thank you all again for the Patreons and all of the support that you guys have given 1 Cent Sports Cards in 2020. It has meant the world to me. You guys have been really supportive. You guys have been really fun. Lots of fun stuff, hopefully in 2021 that's coming up. So it should be another great year. And with that, I think Wait, Shack Rat is here. Wait, Shack Rat, we are about to sign off. And of course, the Shack Rat shows up. Shack Rat, I hope you have a Merry Christmas as well. But I am going to sign off because I'm on the wrong side of 12 o'clock midnight. And my name ain't Dave Durango. Dave, come back. We need you late night. But in the meantime, I hope you guys are having good luck on all of your personal pack rips. I hope you guys are being good to your family, to your friends, to your neighbors. All of you have a very happy holiday, a very Merry Christmas, a happy Hanukkah. Polly Junkwax comes out of nowhere right as I'm about to sign off. Polly, you just missed a free break, and I got you the Nationals. Polly says, let me just be clear here, the VP of Ops here. Just because the Giant is sleeping doesn't mean he's not coming back. Polly, thank you for the super chat. If you watched earlier, I did get you the Nationals in the free break. You were in the free break. I preemptively made a trade for the Nationals for you, and it actually ended up being a pretty decent spot for you. So if you go back and watch that, I think you'll be happy with that little Nat spot. And I do owe you a package. I have not forgot. So Polly is in the house. I was literally just about to wrap up, but the VP of Ops is here, so we will give Polly a moment. Unfortunately, Paulie didn't win the top shirt. Sorry, bud. Joatek gets the top shirt. Boy, Paulie, you just discombobulated me. I was literally 2 seconds away from like unplugging. So, but if you're gonna give me a $10 super chat, I cannot unplug right now. So, and unfortunately, I wish I had something like really fast to break, just to say, hey. Which I'm sure I do, but I have to like find. Let me see. I don't have it. It's like all boxes. It's all boxes. Well, Polly, I think you were the man too. So, and the Giant is sleeping. Polly has not been in a break for a while. The Giant is not gone. Polly, we actually asked about you in a break the other day, and I said, I think that's exactly what I said. I go, the VP of Ops has his door shut right now, but the VP of Ops still works in the corner office. So yeah. But you guys, I am gonna go ahead and sign off. So I'm gonna start this sign off over again. I hope, now with Polly included, I hope that you guys are having good luck on your personal pack pulls and really are good to your family, your friends, your neighbors. And for this holiday season, just have a great holiday. No matter if you're celebrating Hanukkah, Christmas, any other holiday. I don't know what they all are, but if whatever you celebrate safely. Have a fantastic time. Be sure to reach out to those people that are in time of need. There's a lot of people that go lonely over the holidays, so reach out to those people. If you can just give them a quick phone call and say, hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever it is, it goes way farther than you think it does. And if you're younger, call your parents first thing in the morning. That's all they want. They just want to hear from you. If you're older, hopefully your kids call you. So with that, guys, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a happy holiday. We will see you on the flip side, probably early next week. And with that, I am going to sign off. You guys have a fantastic